Good morning. We've made it. It feels like it could be a Thursday. It's only 2 days into the week.
Wow.
But we're saying goodbye to July very soon.
Oh, man, we still got that Christmas in July feeling. So keep the gratitude flowing, keep the love flowing. Thank you so much for helping us start the week with such a beautiful emotion yesterday. We love it. Today, we're going to dispel all of that, and we're going to bring our feet back down to earth firmly. So, with a little bit of myth-busting. It's Myth-Busting Day officially.
I'm so excited.
I'm really excited.
We're putting these popular health and lifestyle claims we've seen all over TikTok and Instagram to the ultimate science test.
Good.
You know, when it comes to mouth taping, exactly. When it comes to cold plunging, that's something you do.
You see now you make me believe maybe there is a little bit of something to some of these conspiracies. No, we're going to get into some very helpful information as well, but along the way, set some guide rails. And to help us do that, Judy Pretorius, the doc, is in the house. She's going to join us to unpack the biggest skincare trends and reveal what's fact, what's fiction, and what actually works for your skin type.
I love that. Then we'll continue our Reset and Rise series with Mandy Herald, of course, as we explore how stress actually shapes our relationships and why human connection is essential for nervous system health.
Regulation. This is what I've been saying. And probably one of the most well-regulated human beings on the planet, and he is beautiful as well. Inside and out, Dr. Michele Van Zaghi helps us put today's biggest viral wellness trends under the microscope. He's going to separate the evidence-based advice from the online misinformation. Dr. Online, I'm not even going to say that platform because I think they've been vilified, but it's time for us to find out for ourselves. So on that note,
yes,
I think we need to get the actual news.
Let me get going.
And I love the fact that, yes, we do get to plug into those notions and we get to empower ourselves with the critical information we need for the bigger picture and, yes, for the smaller picture, those steps that we need to take in our own life to empower ourselves and maybe bust a few myths that have been holding us back. So have an open mind today. Be ready to come crashing back down to earth, but also I think maybe see things in a slightly different light because there are going to be some absolute gems today. So let's start our explorations, making our way through yesterday's major headlines. I'll bring you up to speed with the sports, and then the fun can begin.
Well, thank you so much, Graham. Just 2 minutes after 6 o'clock, let's delve into your national news headlines. We start with Public Interest SA that has filed an urgent application in the Pretoria High Court to join legal proceedings involving suspended Public Investment Corporation CEO Patrick Dlamini. Now, Dlamini is challenging his precautionary suspension, arguing the PIC board failed to properly consider its decision. Now, Public Interest SA wants to participate as a friend of the court, saying there is no PIC board or government employees pension fund representation before the court. Now, the organisation argues the case carries significant public interest due to the PIC's management of pension assets. In other news in our country, the National Prosecuting Authority has withdrawn corruption charges, and that's against the SAPS crime intelligence head, Lieutenant General Dumisani Khumalo, and 7 co-accused before they could enter pleas. A National Director of Public Prosecutions Advocate Andy Motibi made the decision following representations from the accused and advice from the investigating Directorate Against Corruption. Now, the NPA says investigations remain ongoing and the withdrawal does not reflect the merits of the case. Any future prosecution will require the National Director's written approval after investigations do conclude. Taking a look at your international news-making headlines now, where authorities in France and Spain continue battling devastating wildfires that have forced more than 320,000 people from their homes. Now, French President Emmanuel Macron described the Gironde Bays as the country's worst since World War II, while emergency crews work to protect communities near Bordeaux. Now, in Spain, fires remain active west of Madrid as extreme heat and strong winds fuel the crisis. Leaders have praised firefighters as well as volunteers, while renewed calls for climate resilience and disaster preparedness continue across Europe. Bring it back to the continent now, with Zimbabwe that has commissioned Africa's first lithium sulfate processing plant, marking a major step in its drive to beneficiate minerals locally. Now, the facility, built by Prospect Lithium Zimbabwe, supports the country's plan to end raw lithium exports by the year 2027 and expand into battery manufacturing. Now, government leaders say the strategy will create jobs, boost export earnings, and ensure greater value from Zimbabwe's natural resources. Officials do believe the milestone strengthens the country's industrialization ambitions and positions Zimbabwe as a growing player in the global clean energy supply chain. Well, let's close off with the news heading to Hollywood with Marvel Studios who thrilled fans at Comic-Con by announcing British actor David Johnson as the next Black Panther, portraying the son of Chadwick Boseman's T'Challa in Black Panther 3. Now, this is set for release in 2028. Now, Johnson said he was honored to join the celebrated franchise, while director Ryan Coogler welcomed him to the Marvel family. The studio also revealed Ryan Gosling will star as Ghost Rider, adding to excitement surrounding its future slate. Now, fans embraced the announcements as a celebration of legacy and also fresh talent and storytelling, marking an inspiring new chapter for one of cinema's most beloved superhero universes. Well, we look forward to the rollout of that, but that's where we leave your 6 o'clock news. It's time now to get your first bit of sports from Gray.
Let's kick it off with the footy. Banyana's 2026 Women's African Cup of Nations campaign got off to a rather frustrating and disappointing start after their 2-1 defeat at the hands of Tanzania. Bambanani Mbane did cancel out Tanzania's first half opener, but just before the break, Hasnath Ubamba struck late to seal a famous victory for the East Africans. Great way to open their account. Then, of course, in last night's other match, Cote d'Ivoire, they beat Burkina Faso 4-1 to send quite a dominant message as well. Well, they've been sending messages throughout the season. We saw it represented in Bafana's stellar performance over the last year as well. Orlando Pirates have dominated the 2025-26 PSL awards, collecting 9 accolades on the night. Man of the moment, Relebohile Mafokeng. He stole the show, winning Footballer of the Season, Players Player of the Season, and Young Player of the Season as well. Watch this space. This kid is amazing. Cameron Danson strike against Sundowns, named Goal of the Season. And then after an incredible season at the helm of the Buccaneers, Abdeslam Ouadou, he took home Coach of the Season award. But well done to all of the Pirates fans and the players. An incredible season. Now, of course, we've got the Commonwealth Games in full swing at the moment as well. And Team South Africa, they've bagged 2 more medals at the Commonwealth Games yesterday. Michael Hooley, he claimed silver in the men's 50-meter breaststroke, while Erin Gallagher, she secured bronze in the women's 100-meter butterfly as well. And also in the pool, Husna Kokondwakwe made history for Uganda as her silver medal in the women's SB8 100-meter breaststroke earned the country its first ever Games medal in both swimming and para sports. I love the Commonwealth Games for that notion alone, giving these underserved sporting communities an opportunity to shine. Absolutely amazing. Now we can get back into the rugby lane, and so much to wrap our heads around as Springbok coach Rassie Erasmus has now recalled Stormers' loosehead prop Ntutuko Mchunu, and that's as South Africa being in preparations for next week's big one, the test against Argentina. It's going to be physical, and Mchunu's inclusion takes the squad now to 44 players, with Erasmus set to name his touring squad later this week. And the players are not travelling to Argentina. They're going to remain in Johannesburg to prepare, of course, for the big one, the 4-test series against our oldest and greatest foes, New Zealand. And yes, that rivalry still stands at the peak of world rugby. And that's where we're going to leave our sport for now. Let's see how the weather's looking.
Well, thanks for that update. Let's get into your weather, starting out in Polokwane. Well, it's all about those sunny skies that will brighten up your region today out in Polokwane, with temperatures starting from a low of 6 degrees, but that does rise to a better high of 23. As we look ahead, sunny skies continue to dominate heading into your week, with tomorrow's daytime highs settling at 21 degrees. Let's head into Klerksdorp next, with sunny skies that will take over your day today. Your temperatures will range between 6 degrees and a warmer 22. As for the next 2 days, it does remain mostly sunny with some passing clouds. Daytime highs stay pleasantly warm at 22 degrees tomorrow and 21 on Thursday. All right, Pretoria, your turn now. You'll have a sun-filled day ahead. Temperatures range between a minimum of 8 and a maximum of 23 degrees. Now, this week, sunny skies are set to stay, with daytime temperatures peaking today, with tomorrow's temperatures sitting at a minimum of 21 degrees. And then out in Johannesburg, your day is set to be dominated by sunny skies. Temperatures range between 6 and 19. As we move into the week, daytime highs will settle at 18 degrees for the most part, with skies remaining predominantly sunny. Mbombela, on your side of town, today's forecast calls for both bright and sunny skies. Your temperatures move from a brisk 12 to a warmer 23 degrees as your max. Now, sunny skies continue in the days ahead, with tomorrow's temperatures ranging from a low of 10 to a high sitting at 21 degrees with partly cloudy skies. In the beautiful Bloemfontein on this Tuesday, you'll spend your day off with some sunny skies. Temperatures sit between a nippy 6 and a high of 19 degrees. Now, sun skies turn cloudy by tomorrow with rain chanced at 45%. Your temperatures will move between a freezing 1 and a high of 16. Richards Bay on your side, mostly sunny skies are set for the day with rain likely, sitting at a chance of 75%. Now, your temperatures will range between 14 and 22 degrees. But listen, cloudy and wet conditions will dominate your upcoming days, with rain chances averaging around 49% for the week. And then out in South Africa's playground in Durban, today brings heavy rain chanced at 95%. That will be accompanied by moderate southerly winds. Now, temperatures will move between 13 and 21 degrees. You are in for wet days ahead with rain chanced at 35% tomorrow, 20 on Thursday, and 35 by Friday. And over in Mthatha, heavy rain can be expected today. That forecast is sitting at 100%. Temperatures range between 7 and a cold 12 degrees. Now, tomorrow brings cloudy and wet conditions with rain. It's forecast at 75%, while temperatures move between 7 and 11. Uba, your region can expect showers, also chanced at 75% today. Temperatures will move between 6 and a high of 11. Now, cloudy and wet conditions are set for tomorrow, with rain chanced at 45%, with temperatures remaining cool. Your high is sitting at 12. Gogompo City, your turn now, where your Tuesday brings you heavy rain, chanced at 100%. Now, your temperatures will range from 11 to a high of 16 degrees. As the day progresses, rain chances begin to ease. By tomorrow, it drops to 85% and then 35% by Thursday. Out in Expresso, rain is forecast at 65% today, accompanied by some windy conditions. Temperatures start from a low of 18 degrees to that daytime high sitting at 28. Now, cloudy conditions turn sunny by tomorrow, clear of rain, with temperatures shifting between 17 and a warm 29 degrees. Gorgeous George, good morning to you. Keep an umbrella close this afternoon, as rain is chanced at 50% by the afternoon. Temperatures range between a brisk 8 degrees and a high of 14. Now, tomorrow does bring some sunny skies, with temperatures remaining cool and pleasant, and that will reach a high of 18, maxing for the next couple days. Out in Cape Town today, skies remain partly cloudy, with those winds continuing and developing at 35 kilometers per hour. Temperatures sit between 10 and 19 degrees. Now, the next 2 days bring sunny and cloudy skies with a cool 9-degree start before temperatures climb to 21 by tomorrow. And then out in Sutherland, cloudy skies this morning will give way to a sunny afternoon. Your temperatures will range from a nippy 2 degrees to a daytime high sitting at 9. Heading into the week, cloudy conditions take over, with daytime highs ranging in those mid to upper teens, peaking at 19. That brings us over to Kimberley, with sunny skies that are set to hold steady throughout your Tuesday. Temperatures start from a cold 7 to a pleasantly warm high of 22. Now, partly cloudy skies are set to define tomorrow's forecast, with warm temperatures and humid conditions ushering a 25% chance of rain. Finally, we reach Uppington, where today promises plenty of sunshine from morning to late afternoon. Bit of a chilly start of 6 degrees, but that makes way for 26 as the day progresses. Sunny skies will define the days ahead, clear of any rain, with tomorrow's temperatures warming up from 4 to 24. Very wet in some parts, quite warm in others across the country, but hopefully you're feeling a bit more prepared for the day ahead as we get into our first sunrise view of this hour. Audrey Patricia Magaman from Expresso sent this beautiful image through. Wow, it looks like the city is in fact just about waking up, and you caught the sun and the sky at the perfect time. So thank you so much, Audrey. Really great to see and hear from you. And it's so beautiful being able to see it this morning through your eyes. As we know, every sunshine tells a story, and we want to see what yours is all about. So please do share with us from your lens to our screens. Here's that number, 063 036 9649. We look forward to it at 7 o'clock.
Oh, gang, I need your help. I don't know if you noticed, my friend over there on the other side of the studio just looks absolutely amazing. She's in that phase of just being able to look really cool in her pregnancy journey, and our whole wardrobe department is leaning into it, and I feel like I need to up my game just a little bit. Now, don't let the 9-degree high in Sutherland fool you. We are transitioning, okay, a little bit as the weather comes. We've got some beautiful highs hitting, which means we're in a strange phase of how do we get out of winter, get into summer, still have the layers, look cool, and stand next to this incredible human being. Well, I think I've got it. So I'm going to need your help here because it's Tuesday, and we're going to go between two very stylish outfits. I'm leaning towards one. See if you can figure it out. So let's start with option one over here. Timeless blue striped shirt. Love this for the color palette. Paired with navy trousers. Nice relaxed fit. Nice tan belt and some tan chukka boots to throw it all together. Nice earthy tones. I think it would rock perfectly in terms of the color combo. Nice relaxed fit. Great way to feel a bit breathy going into a new season, but still a little bit of zhuzh, a little bit of TV land class, like that. Let's move to option two, and we got a chocolate t-shirt layered under a striped shirt, then paired with some stone slim fit trousers and finished with a flat cap. Been loving the flat cap at the moment, and some suede loafers. And you know the season be changing when the socks become secret, and I don't mind that for myself. Absolutely like both looks. Take us in two slightly different directions, but I think the beautiful color palette definitely matches my work wife this morning. Relaxed, but still with a little bit of that TV element as well. So let me know how you are feeling. Which one are you going to vote for? Head over to the Expresso socials. There's some great pics there that you can pour over. Sorry, it's me that you got to look at, but you can decide on your favorite look, and we can have a little bit of fun with that. And then that is how I shall embrace my day. And of course, there are some amazing opportunities to embrace a brand new fashion capsule at Woolies at the moment. So it is definitely worth you dipping into their fashion capsule to hashtag styled by Woolies just for yourself a little bit this morning. But I'm going to rely on your unbelievable fashion advice today. So let us know on the Expresso socials. Option one, option two, it's up to you. We'll see you now.
The question is, are the Springboks unbeatable? Yes or no?
Well, the third string Springbok side was unbeatable, so I don't know about the first and the third. Now, we can joke as much as we want. Rich vein of form for the Springboks at the moment. Are we going to get that next World Cup? Is this the team that everyone thinks it is? Are these all just myths? I don't know. We're going to have a bit of a myth-busting game with Rai. He is here to just stick a fork into every other rugby nation if we can. Now, everyone's got strong opinions about the Springboks. Let's see if they hold up.
Okay, I'm just saying that my blood runs green, okay? I support my boykies regardless, but we'll see what that conversation has for you on the other side of this short break. Welcome back. We promised a short break and you are here with coffee in hand as we greet you a very big good morning on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We've got a question for you. What is one small change that you've made to your health that's made a massive difference for you? We've learned time and time again that it's about those incremental steps that really do make the biggest impact. So tell us all about it and send a voice note. Here's that number, 063-036-9649. Otherwise, at Expresso Show is where you can find us. For me, water first thing in the morning. I know it's something that you don't want to do, but as soon as you get that hydration going, that H2O, then your digestion is ready for the day. Second tip, make your bed first thing as soon as you get out. Mental health is good, body is good, and you can tackle the day. That's my input. For now, though, let's talk about the Springboks. Are they going to be unbeaten and unstoppable, or are there some haters out there? We want to know.
There be haters, yo. When you're at the top, they'll come for you, my friend. There is a target on your back, so we love it for the Springbok team. Which Springbok team are we talking about? The first, the second, the third? Any one of them could show up on any day. Any individual could shine. This is a golden era for the Springboks. They have cruised through their opening 3 rugby championship matches. Yes, lots of questions, but incredible performances. Fans are calling them unstoppable. Is it fact or is it hype? Well, the real test is still to come. We know the world champions prepare for a blockbuster 4-test series up against our oldest rivals, our sounding board, the All Blacks. And we're going to separate myth from reality with a rugby analyst, Ryan Grant, who has thought for most of his life about these things.
100%.
Because I would imagine most people stop you and ask these same questions.
No, spot on, Graham.
So thank you so much for doing a deep dive here. I would imagine all of your rugby lore came to bear here.
100%.
Is this an unbeatable team? Let's start there. Based on the performances and the teams that have played in these 3 matches in this beautiful North versus South championship that we're seeing play out, they look pretty much unbeatable, bro.
I want to go as far as that, but like it's really an unpopular opinion. I think one nation, if one nation can do it, it's the All Blacks. And I'm always terrified of them.
I'm emotionally slapping you across the face right now. No, but we need that. We need a bit of fire there.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just like it's a respect thing on the All Black squad. I mean, they really are sending a powerful team down to South Africa. But at the same time, to answer that exact question, from the past 3 fixtures that we've seen, South Africa has been absolutely incredible. And obviously with Tony Ball being implied in between as well, we've just got more to offer at the moment.
It kind of feels like, and I swear I saw something where someone said sevens doesn't matter or it's irrelevant or whatever, but their inside, outside the box mentality of being able to allow players who have always been the shining star in their system to come into one system and all still shine without losing identity. There is something there, and you've highlighted this a number of times now, that despite this massive expansion of the squad, new players coming in that can provide X factor from any angle, it's the same kind of rugby. Have we changed the system, or has the system evolved? How do you feel about the identity of Springbok rugby at the moment?
Yeah, I think it's quite incredible. Like you said, obviously we had like one game plan, which was high balls, let's compete up there. But now with obviously Tony Ball in between, we obviously adapt to game by game. And then we obviously play different styles, which is absolutely incredible to execute. Because we all know like one team has one game plan and need to execute that thing. We're able to do that within 10 minutes of flipping switches on the field. And that's thanks to obviously Russ's environment that he's obviously set up. But yeah, I'm super excited to see what we can do out there. I mean, cheap as it's gonna...
All bets are off, and we're starting to see old names coming back in. Herschel, great to see you crossing the white line again. There's just amazing opportunities for individual players who seem to be in competition with each other more than any opponent they're going to face. Is that where the strength is coming from, this internal comp?
I would say so. I mean, obviously, like just to give some examples, I mean, obviously, Kobus Visser, Eben Etzebeth, same jersey, number 4. Then we're talking about Paul de Villiers and Sirka Lisi, again, 6 jersey, same jersey. But it's such a nice headache to have, because like you look at Sia and you look at Eben, you can see them coming on in the last 25 and dominating. And besides that, just being a great mentor off the field, on and off the field.
And I think they understand the leadership roles and what that's required in and out of situation. It seems to be like everyone gets it and they understand it, but there's also relevance and currency for you being a leader.
For sure.
So you stick around, you make yourself relevant, and then you'll get that game time. And I love the fact that we've got this. So with the All Blacks, what are they focusing on then to beat us? If there is a chink in the armour, if we could dispel one myth that this team is indestructible, Is it the defensive lapses in that third game that maybe opened up opportunities? Where's the chink in the armour?
Yeah, this is going to sound a bit arrogant, but they're all talking about they're going to run us off our feet. I don't see that happening. The All Blacks obviously always thrive, and they've always pride themselves on running the ball.
The gas tank in the 15 minutes.
Exactly.
Yeah, the last 15.
And obviously,
yeah?
I mean, we saw it with the Hurricanes team, and a lot of that Hurricanes team is in this All Black squad at the moment. But coming against Russie's Springbok squad is another story.
There are narratives here. There are going to be personal journeys, personal matchups, players who have been watching each other, testing themselves against each other. You think of Jean de Villiers' Ma'anonu. They contextualized each other. There was so much beauty within the way that I think they love each other as a result of that, despite being the greatest rivals ever. We need this rivalry to be strong for New Zealand. What are we going to see here? Are we going to get points? Is this going to be free-flowing? Are we going to go back to a very much a test rugby mindset of whoever wins gets the bragging rights? Where are we? Because we're still building towards World Cups. If either of these teams thinks this is what the goal is, it's not.
True.
The next World Cup has got to
True.
be the goal. So where do we sit in their respective journeys, do you think?
I honestly think we're really going to test ourselves. We're not just going to stick to up and unders, that sort of slowing the game down. We're really going to, we say New Zealand's going to run us, we're going to run it back at them. And I honestly think we're going to take them on at that. And I believe, player for player, we can take them on and actually be better than them there.
Who's the team? Who, if I can ask you to mention a fly half, maybe a couple of these names. You mentioned Paul de Villiers, a couple of players. It's going to be very difficult to keep them out of a starting lineup soon. I love them for a bomb squad.
For sure.
But who are the shining stars? Who do you think is going to emerge? I think Sasha's going to have his moment against the All Blacks because I think he's ready.
For sure.
To be defined by that battle. But there are so many questions. Who's the player?
No, I mean, there's so many questions out there, like you said, but obviously the 10 is a huge talking point. For me, Sasha and Mani has to be in the number 10 jersey just because it fits that Tony Ball style so nicely. But don't get me wrong, the GOAT has to have that 22 jersey on the bench, just in case we need to start kicking some points.
And just for him to be there talking, man, we've got the perfect balance, but I can just see the joy in your little eyes and your little heart when we talk about this, because it is a golden era. I'm not even going to ask him who's going to come out trumps in this a golden tour for a golden era. We get 4 tests up against our oldest foes to really put the system of rugby to the test. These are multiple winning world champions, but we've got 3 teams within the squad. Who is going to shine? Are they really unstoppable? I have a feeling we are going to put that to the ultimate test, and we want to hear your opinion. So please let us know how you're feeling about the Springboks and their upcoming absolute defining challenge up against the All Blacks. Buddy, we're going to have some interesting conversations. I love the fact that the Springboks are in this vein of form, but they're also understanding the challenge ahead.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh yes, you're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show right here on S3. And my friend, this morning, we want you to be free. Because it's important to understand that drying up congestion isn't the same as effectively draining it. A distinction that can make all the difference in how we recover. And today we delve deeper into how we can become more attuned to our body's own incredible healing capabilities and make more informed choices. Especially during the cold and flu season, we know we need it. So help me welcome Antje Engelbrecht, Head of Marketing at Ostal Pharmaceuticals, to help us navigate these important decisions for our health, everybody.
Thank you.
Because you're a hero, Antje, because so many of us are congested.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. How are you today?
I'm very well, and you?
Amazing, thank you. And Antje, I want us to just dive right into
Yes.
how exactly it is that we can become more tuned and better understand how we can help our bodies when we are congested, but how experiencing a blocked nose or possibly even just sinus pressure or anything like that genuinely just is better than just fixing a temporary fix. We need to now look at Sinupret and how it can help us.
Yeah, that's a fantastic point. Our bodies are really intelligent and they send us signals all the time.
Yeah.
So when you're congested, it's actually your body's defense mechanism at work.
Okay.
Yeah. And recognizing that this thick, sticky mucus and this inflammation that's sitting there is actually your body asking you to help it with drainage is a critical first step.
Wow.
Then we need to make the mind shift to say, must I just suppress this symptom or must I actually help my body heal? And understanding that the normal flow of mucus is actually a part of your immune system, that's really empowering.
Can you elaborate exactly what it is that, you know, we can actually expect when we're now deciding to drain rather than dry? How does it affect our bodies? How does it help us more than anything else? But also, how does it allow our bodies to really just work in a better way?
Absolutely. So when you effectively recovering from congestion, it's a really efficient process that happens in your airways.
Yes.
So Sinupret is actually very uniquely designed to support that process and facilitate that process. It actually works in two very distinct ways to thin out this trapped, thick, sticky mucus and reduce the inflammation to open these airways so that the mucus can come out with the viruses and pathogens. Sinupret actually partners with your body to heal it, restore your function, and just give you lasting relief.
So then let's talk about this, because there's so many different, products that are on the market that someone could reach for. But of course, we're here today because we're saying Sinupret is the way we want to go. It's the way that we understand to be really allowing our body to work even better. But how does it go beyond even just the relief? How does it allow our bodies to really even just function even better when we take Sinupret? But what are some of the common misconceptions when it comes to what the other products are saying they can do or will do for you, as opposed to the conversation we're having today?
Yeah, absolutely. This is where informed consumer choice is really important. Often there's products on the market where you need to ask yourself when you're buying this product, does it actually help me to clear out this mucus and help me heal, or is it just suppressing or masking a symptom? So the common pitfall is often that we want to just immediately resolve this, but this is often short-lived. And the products often say immediate relief, and yes, they give you immediate relief. But they can ironically actually cause this mucus to become thicker and stickier and more difficult to get rid of. And that leads to secondary issues and other issues. So Sinupret's got a 4-in-1 action where it works to reduce the inflammation, thin out this mucus, but it's also antiviral and antibacterial, helping all of this get out. So it's not just one action, it's actually a synergistic action that helps your body recover on multiple fronts.
Now, finally, Antje, beyond just, acute treatment, can we talk about how it is that Sinupret, says let's embrace draining and not trying, but also how that specifically really allows us to be able to have even better respiratory health, but on top of it, allowing for less severity when it comes to us being congested a little bit later on, or even the frequency of it, but also how does it really just fit into our very, very busy lives and can proactively do so for our families?
Okay, so embracing this draining, not drying philosophy is actually quite a game changer when it comes to respiratory health. When you are able to set your body up to consistently clear and drain mucus and clear your passages, you are actually helping your body to recover faster from acute conditions, but also setting up your airways to be more resilient and more healthy. This can even lead to less complications like secondary bacterial infections and the lessened need for dependence on antibiotics potentially.
Okay.
Yes. So when you have a cold and flu and you're just starting out with a cold and flu and you're feeling these symptoms, you can either wait for them to get worse or you can dry it up. But what we suggest is start with your Sinupret because immediately it's going to support the clearance in your body.
I love that.
So Sinupret's available for children from the age of 2 years in a syrup format and adults and adolescents from the age of 12 years, Sinupret plus tablets. So you know you're getting a trusted solution, clinically proven,
Sure.
for colds and flu for the whole family that drains it, doesn't dry, and you can just recover faster because we actually have clinical trials showing that you can recover 4 days faster from colds and flu
Oh, wow.
and just recover more completely in the end.
Oh, man, Mzansi, do you see? We want you well, we want you good, and you can do so with Sinupret because they are to the rescue when it comes to all of that congestion in the winter months. But they come bearing gifts because you stand the chance to win 2,500 Rand with Sinupret, and all you got to do is head on over to the competition post on our Expresso social media pages and tell us exactly what conditions Sinupret is indicated for. But don't forget to use hashtag Don't Dry It, Drain It, and you got to do so before the 3rd of August 2026 because that is when the competition closes. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com, and I wish you all of the best, my friend. And of course, you know that health is wealth, and it is done so with Sinupret.
Don't dry it, drain it with Sinupret, SA's #1 prescribed colds, flu, and sinusitis treatment. Available at a pharmacy near you.
Well, Feel Good Fam, it is a Health Tuesday, and after that conversation, we are also going to get into skin health and find out exactly how we can take better care of ourselves. And then to the kitchen we go for success or hot mess. Our first recipe for today is all around a frozen pasta. It is not what you think it is. We're taking a lemon, in fact, that has been frozen and then adding it into a delicious pasta. Well, we'll find out if it's going to be good or not straight after this.
Only you can make my day.
You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show right here on S3, and it's always so good to be with you, Metuna. And you know what? Let's talk about skin, shall we? Because skincare trends are going viral faster than ever, with new ingredients, treatments, and beauty hacks appearing on social media almost daily. But how much of what we see online is actually backed by scientific research, and how much is simply clever marketing and just plain hype? Biomedical scientist and skincare expert Dr. Judy Pretorius joins us today to unpack some of the biggest skincare trends, separate fact from fiction, and explain what really works when it comes to maintaining healthy skin. Everybody, let's give her a feel-good welcome, please. My doctor, how are you?
No, I'm very well. How are you?
I'm amazing. All the better for chatting to you, especially because, Judy, I love skin. I'm someone who enjoys taking care of my skin.
Yes, and I'll tell you why. You know, if you take out your ID card or your passport and you look at your picture, 80% of that picture is your skin.
Right.
So that's why your skin is a very public organ. It's a very dynamic organ. It's how we are identified. And also it's the organ that, if it's in a healthy, it boosts our confidence and our self-esteem. And if it's not healthy, we retract, we isolate, you know, so it has a direct impact on our confidence that we exude.
100%, which is why we have you here. So, Doctor, I know so many of us are seeing the viral skincare trends, and I mean, we want to jump in on them, right? I'm one of those people. But what are the red flags that we need to look out for when it now comes to understanding what exactly is scientifically based and what is possibly just hype?
One of the biggest things that I can tell you, remember, social media and skincare products is not a regulated industry. It's actually what we call a self-regulated industry. So you can start your own skincare brand. You can put on a beautiful label and you can make all sorts of claims on that label. And then ultimately you don't get in trouble for it. And that's actually what's happening these days, not just here in South Africa, but worldwide. The skincare industry is so saturated and people, you know, extract ingredients from botanicals and they have maybe old wife tales recipes
all
they follow. And they say, oh, this cream is for sensitive skin and it takes away your acne and it reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and the list actually goes on. But you have to ask yourself the question, these things can be tested, and there's a saying, man must measure. So if I say, I have a product that's going to reduce your redness, that's going to reduce the sensitivity, that's going to take away the acne, then I must be able to test it to see, okay, if it takes away acne, does it reduce the oiliness? Does it reduce the sebum production? Does it calm the inflammation? Does it terminate the bacterial growth? So these things can be tested in a lab. So one of the things that social media does not, it beautifies pictures. It gives the most significant illustrations, and we suffer from FOMO at the end of the day. But we don't necessarily look, is it scientifically tested? Is it clinically proven? Who sits behind the brand? And also, where are these products manufactured? That's a big one.
So are you saying, you know, sort of the different things that we can look at is, if something is saying it does everything, it might be too good to be true. If it's not scientifically backed, it might be too good to be true.
Absolutely, and check the label. Because usually on the label you have to have a full list of the ingredients. It must be divulged. And it's not only just one or two ingredients, by the way. You want a full list. It's probably going to be around about 10 to 20 ingredients minimum. Then you also want to see what is the quantity of the product. Does the manufacturer give a full address? You know, can they be contacted in the event that there is some form of a side effect or a contraindication, for instance? And also, if people make some serious claims, reduce redness, reduces acne, then it fits into another category, not a cosmetic, but a drug. And then you can go Google the South African Health Products Regulatory Authority. Is this company and is this product actually registered at a statutory authority? And if it's not, it's one of those good to be true scenarios.
So you are learning today, because I won't lie, I'm that person where I see a trend and I go, I must try it. So please can I ask you about two of them? The Expresso skincare and the salmon sperm facials. Those two, are they actually scientifically backed, or is it just hype?
Well, you know what? I have to answer by the following.
Please.
The skincare industry is an industry of drama. It's Shakespeare. It's theatre. We don't just want to say, oh, apply a product. It's not entertaining enough. We want drama. We want theatre. We want it must blow back your hair and so forth. So yes, is salmon sperm and exosomes really, worth looking into?
Yeah.
And the answer is actually yes. There is a drive, there is some potential that it's showing some good clinical results.
Yeah.
Still not enough. So my advice, again, going back to the product, is look at the product. If you buy it, does it come from a reputable source?
Yeah.
In other words, if you go onto that company's website, look if they are, certified. Are they certified with ISO standards? Are they registered at some form of societies, cosmetic societies?
Yeah.
Do they test on animals? These type of things. That becomes very, very important. And because some of these peptides from the salmon DNA can actually be injected into your body, then definitely don't go to a random person in their house, for instance, to go for these injections.
Yeah.
Make sure that the injections are done by a registered and licensed medical practitioner. Because don't go for things that's not licensed and registered or reputable, if that makes sense.
You see, Judy, this is why we have you here. And I want to ask you about another one, the hypochlorous acid sprays and even just the peptide-based skincare that you started speaking about now. When we look at that, what ingredients really makes it sort of different from any other viral product or anything that we might try in terms of our own skincare?
Well, if there was only one ingredient that would make a difference, then someone like me won't even have a job.
Okay.
So you won't believe it. The cosmetic industry, there's about 23,000 ingredients registered on the database that can be used in different concentrations. And now the thing is, so many of those ingredients claim calming, it's good for sensitive skin, and hypochlorous acid is one of them.
Yes.
And peptides are one of them.
Yes.
So which one are you going to choose now?
Right.
You have to choose both, for sensitivity.
Yeah.
So the hypochlorous acid, yes, reduces inflammation. But what I like about hypochlorous acid, it's a very, very natural ingredient.
Yeah.
Our body actually produces it. So we don't
that.
produce it enough, so we can go make it in a lab and you can spray it on. It's so safe that you can spray it in your mouth if you have a sore throat. It's so safe that you can even spray it in your eyes if you have pink eyes from too much swimming, for instance. It's a highly antibacterial, antifungal. It's like a sanitizing agent, if you will.
Yes.
It calms the skin down, and I recommend it for individuals who struggle with acne, for instance. Peptides, on the other hand, we love peptides in creams and lotions because it increases the viscosity of the product. It makes it rich, it makes it creamy, and when you apply it, you just feel the barrier of the skin retains moisture. You don't have that very tight feeling. And yes, it's calming, but it's, for me personally, more in the anti-aging category.
Okay, we are doing lovely things here today. And Dr. Judy Pretorius, I need to ask you one last thing in one sentence. One thing we can look out for when we see these viral trends that will help us to be able to kind of differentiate what we need to keep or what we need to just, throw away. What would you say?
Well, I would say if you had an opportunity to interview the skin today, the skin would want few things. The skin wants to use products that's only acid mantle based, so use products that are pH balanced, 5 to 5.5. Do not use products that contain fragrances, dyes, or artificial colorants, and keep it simple. A 3-step process in the morning, 3-step process in the evening. And what do I mean by that? Cleanser in the morning, serum in the morning like vitamin C, and a sunscreen. And then in the evening, again, cleanser, a serum like retinol, for instance, and then a moisturizer like peptide. You don't need a 12-step program. 3 steps. Keep it simple.
Oh my word, as the 12-step girl, I've heard you. Thank you, doctor. We appreciate you. And genuinely, you've just opened my mind to the fact that we don't need to go over and above. Sometimes keeping it simple is exactly what works.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, doctor. Oh, man. And listen, Mzansi, if you're like me, hopefully now you've learned and we can understand what we need to keep and what we need to kind of throw away when it comes to social media and differentiating between what's good for our skin and what isn't. Make sure you stay tuned with us because we're going to be back for more right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Thank you so much.
Right.
Okay.
I feel so good when it comes to my health now. I'm like, tick, 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 tick. I know what to do.
Because we got the experts.
We got the experts.
Well, not for this session, unfortunately, just got the two of us. So we're going to have a little bit of fun now. We are on a myth-busting era at the moment, and we're going to focus on some food. Lemons are at their best in winter, okay? But TikTok's latest pasta, we're going to call it a trick or trend, takes things one step further by freezing the fruit solid and then grating it straight into the sauce. Already now I'm getting nervous. Today we're going to going to test whether the frozen lemon improves the flavor and texture or simply adds unnecessary pithy bitterness. Okay, it's a pithy if this is bitter. Will it be a success or a hot mess? Where are our paddles?
Ugh.
Is it going to be a success or a hot mess? We can apply these to ourselves very often in the kitchen, so that might be the secondary question
Always
we're
a
asking.
success. What do you
All right,
mean?
so you got the job. You
I've
got the
got
frozen
the actual
lemon.
job. No pressure. All the pressure.
So we are both very nervous about one thing here. What are you scared about?
So the pith is the white part of the lemon skin.
For Thor, okay.
For sure. And we have to now grate it past the pith into the lemon itself. So it's going to be really bitter.
So what we're saying is, so we're going to get the zest. We want the zinginess of the zest. We want the acidity of the juice, but we also want a bit of the bitterness. Wow, hey? And it okay, so it certainly
There's the
grates
pith.
really easy. Are you going to be able to decant that
I
into
don't
here?
know. I'm wondering where. Oh, there it
Okay,
is.
I'm going to start my part of the process as well because I've got many little graspers here. I'm going to put these in, like so.
I feel like you can't go wrong with cheese and spaghetti, though.
I know, and even just butter and spaghetti. There's a reason why kids
They
just love it. You're not
love.
holding back with that.
Whew, that's cold.
Hey, there's a danger to the job as well. Okay, so I'm going to work in our... We've got some melted butter here, and if the pasta is still hot, you can just put the butter in. Kids love this. Just butter, salt, pasta. If you're looking for something that's not too over-the-top rich, they absolutely adore this. Never mind, I made like spaghetti bolognese, and then my daughter's got a bit of a sore tummy. She couldn't have that. Then my son was like, "Can I have the plain pasta as well, Dad? It looks so delicious." But I love
it
that.
looks delicious,
Okay,
he
so then
said.
we've got a little bit of black pepper, because lemon and black pepper, okay? It's like a
Lemon
match
pepper
made in heaven. I'm
wings.
going to do a little bit more. Okay, and then we've got our, what's in here?
That's the pasta water.
Why are we using pasta water, my friend? Because it binds.
It binds.
Danilo Acquisto, when he came onto the show, and he cooks like his nonna taught him to cook.
Love that.
He creates pasta with the pasta sauce being the sauce. And there's starches in there. There's going to
Wow.
be thickness. It's going to bind, hopefully, the cheese, the lemon, the buttery mixture, and
I'm
it's all
very
going to be
impressed by
amazing.
that because usually we put cream in it, like actual cream or milk or something.
Yeah, it's looking good, eh? Is it all going to split and turn into a big hot mess once we put your beautifully farmed...
Lemon. I
Hey, that
foraged
looks-
this, by the way.
You did forage this. And the nails are popping as well. If you're going to do this for the gram, make sure your nails are on
Make
point.
sure your nails are good.
Okay, well, that's looking cool. Do you
Smells amazing.
It really does. It's zingy, it's popping. Do you want to
Some
put a little bit of this?
cheese.
Save a little bit for the end, hey?
Yeah,
There
but we
go.
can still go more.
Exactly, because what did you say earlier? If there's Parmesan, it's okay.
It's always okay. It's always a great idea. Okay, we'll keep that for the
Hey,
top.
this is looking pretty good,
That's
hey?
not bad, actually.
Okay, I'm going to try and dish you up some. And then let's see if
If it's a
we
success or a hot
we're
mess.
winning in the world.
Ooh, now's the test. Can Graham dish a pasta? I've seen those, and then they twist it around.
I know. Whoa.
Not
okay,
bad.
I got a little bit of zing on my... That actually doesn't look too
That's
bad
not
at all. Do you
bad
want to
at
finish it
all.
off with a little bit of your...
Yes. See, I would also add some chili flakes.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to taste this. You know why? Because you're going to taste broccoli fudge a little bit later this morning.
You know what? I'm willing. Yesterday you had that fruitcake.
It was great, actually. Yesterday,
Yeah, that wasn't
Maynard,
bad.
I don't know what planet he comes from, but having Christmas in July was amazing.
Genius.
Wow.
There's
Okay,
no
I'm-
TV way to eat a pasta.
Okay, just go for it.
This is
Lean
what they
in.
do.
Oh, you did the thing with the spoon. I don't even have a spoon. I've got 3 forks. Okay, I'm just
Didn't
going to go
help.
all the way. A little bit of salt.
And salt. It needs salt.
It's not blowing my mind. One thing I will say, because you did get, show us how much of the pith you got in.
A
Wow.
quarter of the lemon.
Okay, well, there is one
Not bad.
myth. You can actually use the pith of a lemon to balance out the flavor. I'm going to say we busted that myth.
We did, but is it a success or a hot mess is the question.
You know what?
Should we deliberate? Let's
Okay.
think about this.
Okay, are you ready? Okay, you ready? We're going to do this.
3, 2, 1.
I'm sorry.
So sorry. I think that was the first time in history we've done that.
Together, yeah.
Together.
She's crying. She's feeling all emotional about it. I don't know if we let pasta down. Did we let lemons down?
I'm used to a more robust
Robust.
pasta.
You see, we are quite aggressive in our flavor profile in the kitchen. Look, it's not bad. I think if this is your vibe and you've got absolutely nothing left in your fridge in your
Except
house,
the parmesan.
and it's cold outside and there's a lemon on the tree, no, I think you could take this in a number of directions and it could become really tasty. If you want to try it for yourself and see what you can build in, scan the QR code and cook along. And then please, if you're going to present a picture, you've got to get the twist right.
You have
in
to.
your own little bowl.
You know what we didn't do? The squeeze of lime on the top, that's why.
You see now. But I would recommend go heavy on the salt and the seasoning as well. Lean into the black pepper. There is something quite beautiful about the freshness of that lemon kicking with the pepper.
Black pepper.
It's cool, man.
And I think it absorbs better in your body as well. Well, we've got one more recipe to find out if it's a hot mess or a success. And yes, it is cauliflower fudge.
Who is going to taste the cauliflower fudge? The voting can
I
now start
volunteers
on our
for these.
social platforms. No, if you're going to cook along, prove it. Prove it that you can do this better than we can. I'm going to have another taste. Just to
Okay,
be
you
sure.
try that. We'll see you now.
Okay, maybe some chili.
Oh, you can make my day.
Did you know that if you shave, 1/3 of what you remove is skin? New Dove Advanced Care with Pro Ceramide technology helps repair your skin barrier from this damage for visibly even-toned underarms. So, if you shave it, Dove it. Dove Advanced Care Antiperspirant helps repair skin from shaving damage.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You came at a good time. It's just gone 7 o'clock on the dot, so let's get you those national news headlines at the top of the hour. where Limpopo has officially launched its 2027 online learner admission system. That's for grade R, grade 1 and grade 8 applications, marking the province's first digital school registration process. Now, the Education Department says the 14 million rand system aims to simplify admissions and improve learner placement. Education MEC Mavungu Lerulu Ramakanya says initial technical glitches affecting grade R applications were quickly resolved. Now, the issue related to age requirements for children turning school-going age after June next year, with the system now functioning as intended. In other national news, Public Interest SA has filed an urgent application in the Pretoria High Court to join legal proceedings involving suspended Public Investment Corporation CEO Patrick Dlamini. Now, Dlamini is challenging his precautionary suspension, arguing the PIC board failed to properly consider its decision. Now, Public Interest SA wants to participate as a friend of the court, saying there is no PIC board or government employees pension fund representation before the court. The organisation argues the case carries significant public interest due to the PIC's management of pensioned assets. Internationally speaking now, and heading to the continent, Cameroon's President Paul Biya has faced renewed scrutiny after spending several weeks in Switzerland during what officials describe as a private visit. Now, the 93-year-old leader's health has sparked speculation, although the government insists he remains well. Opposition parties have called for greater transparency and a formal process to determine presidential incapacity where necessary. Biya, who has led Cameroon for more than 4 decades, previously faced similar criticism over extended periods spent outside the country. In other news, authorities in France and Spain continue battling devastating wildfires that have forced more than 320,000 people from their homes. Now, French President Emmanuel Macron described the Gironde blaze as the country's worst since World War II, while emergency crews work to protect communities near Bordeaux. Now, in Spain, fires remain active west of Madrid as extreme heat and strong winds fuel the crisis. Leaders have praised firefighters and volunteers, while renewed calls for climate resilience and disaster preparedness continue across Europe. Let's close up with this story, bringing it back to the continent with leopard populations in western Zambia that are showing encouraging signs of recovery after communities embraced synthetic ceremonial furs instead of real leopard skins. Now, the conservation initiative, led by Panthera and supported by traditional leaders, has helped reduce poaching while preserving important cultural practices. Now, the Lutunga, king of the Lozi people, endorsed the use of heritage furs, encouraging widespread adoption during royal ceremonies. Researchers say the program could save hundreds of leopards over the next decade. Now, the initiative is being celebrated as a powerful example of how conservation, but also cultural heritage, can work together for a sustainable, wildlife-friendly future. That is where we leave your 7 o'clock news. Let's see what's happening again at 8 o'clock. But now here's an update on your sports.
Thank you so much, my friend. I wish I could start on a better note. Let's start with our footballing news from yesterday as Banyana's 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations campaign got off to a rather frustrating and disappointing start with a 2-1 defeat at the hands of Tanzania last night. Babanani Mbane, she did cancel out Tanzania's first half opener just before the break, but Hasneth Ubamba then struck late to seal a famous victory for the East Africans. Then in last night's other match, Cote d'Ivoire, they sent out quite a dominant message as well, beating Burkina Faso 4-1. Now let's bring it back home for accolades galore as Orlando Pirates understandably dominated the 2025-26 PSL Awards, collecting 9 accolades. In fact, on the night, Relebohile Mafokeng, man of the moment, he stole the show, winning Footballer of the Season, Players Player of the Season, which I think is a really coveted one, and then of course Young Player of the Season as well. And Cameron Danson's wonder strike against Mamelodi Sundowns, named Goal of the Season, perfect tick there. And then Abdeslam Ouadou, he took home the Coach of the Season award for the work done in Pirates as well. So congratulations to the Buccaneers. Now, of course, the Commonwealth Games is giving us some magical moments. Team South Africa doing really well. 2 more medals achieved yesterday in the Commonwealth Games. In fact, as Michael Hoodie, he claimed silver in the men's 50-metre breaststroke, and then Erin Gallagher secured bronze in the women's 100-metre butterfly. But also in the pool, and this one really worth noting, Husna Kukundakwe, she made history for Uganda as her silver medal in the women's SB8 100-metre breaststroke earned the country its first ever Games medal in both swimming and para-sport, just highlighting the power of this platform for those underserved nations. Absolutely love it. Now let's get back into the rugby journey of the Springboks at the moment. And Springbok coach Rassie Erasmus has now recalled Stormers loosehead prop Ntutuko Mchunu as South Africa begin preparations for next week's very physical test up against Argentina. So Mchunu's inclusion now takes the squad to 44 players, with Erasmus set to name his touring squad later this week. And because the players not travelling to Argentina will remain in Johannesburg to prepare for the big one, the 4-test series up against our old foes, New Zealand. Cannot wait for that one. I think it's going to be an era-defining tournament, heading, of course, towards the next World Cup. But that's where we leave our sport for now. Let's see how the roads are looking.
Well, thank you so much, G-Man. Let's delve straight into your roads out in Cape Town, where there's an incident to report on in Athlone. Congestion has been reported on the N2 inbound ramp, and that's to Jake's Gerwel Drive. Now, daily commuters can expect delays and are, of course, advised to allow for some extra travel time. While sticking in Cape Town, let's head to Mowbray next, where traffic is slow-moving on the M5 northbound at the N2 inbound ramp. Now, heading towards Leesburg Parkway is your targeted area. Motorists are advised to allow for extra travel time as delays can be expected in that space. That is where we leave your roads for now. We'll check in again at 8. For now, let's get into your weather. All right, Polokwane, let's start with you. Sunny skies will brighten up your region today. A bit of a chilly start of 6 degrees that increases to a rising high of 23. As we look ahead, sunny skies continue to dominate heading into your week, with tomorrow's daytime highs settling at 21 degrees. Klerksdorp, on your side of town, sunny skies will take over your day today. Now, your temperatures will range between a cold 6 and a warmer 22. As for the next 2 days, it does remain mostly sunny with some passing clouds. The daytime highs stay pleasantly warm at 22 degrees tomorrow and 21 on the next day. Pretoria, you'll have a sun-filled day ahead for your Tuesday. Your temperatures will range between a minimum of 8 and a maximum sitting at 23 degrees. Now, this week, sunny skies are set to stay with daytime temperatures peaking today, with tomorrow's temperatures at a minimum of 21. Out in Johannesburg, the city of gold on your side, your day is set to be dominated by sunny skies. Temperatures range between a cold 6 degrees and a warmer 19. As we move into the week, daytime highs will settle at 18 degrees for most of the days this week. Mbombela, on your side, today's forecast calls for bright and also sunny skies. Your temperatures move from a brisk 12 to a warmer 22 degrees. Now, sunny skies do continue in the days ahead, with tomorrow's temperatures ranging from a low of 10 to that high sitting at 21. And then in the beautiful Bloemfontein, you'll spend your day off with some sunny skies. Now, temperatures sit between a nippy 6 and a high of 19 degrees. Sunny skies turn cloudy by tomorrow, where you will welcome in rain, sitting at a chance of 45%. That brings us to the coastline of Richards Bay next, where it's mostly sunny skies that are set for your day. Rain is likely, sitting at a chance of 75%. Now, your temperatures range between 14 and 22, but as for the rest of the week, cloudy and wet conditions will dominate your upcoming days. Out in Durban, today brings heavy rain chanced at 95%, accompanied by moderate southerly winds. Your temperatures will range between 13 and 21 degrees. Now, you're in for wet days ahead with rain chanced at 35% tomorrow and 20% on Thursday. Mthatha, let's see what's happening your side of town. Heavy rain can be expected today, forecast at 100%. Your temperatures will range between 7 and 12. Now, tomorrow does bring cloudy and wet conditions with rain forecast at 75%, while temperatures move between 7 and 11. Uber, let's see what's going down your side. Your region can expect showers. Those are chanced at 75%. Now, your temperatures will glide between 6 and 11 as your max and minimum. Cloudy and wet conditions are set for tomorrow with rain chanced at 45% and your temperatures remaining cool throughout the week. Kogompo City, your Tuesday brings you heavy rain and that is chanced at 100%. Temperatures range from a chilly 11 to a high of 16. As the days progress, rain chances begin to ease, dropping from 85% tomorrow to 35% by Friday. Ebeja, out in GQ, rain is forecast at 65% today. That will be accompanied by windy conditions. Now, temperatures start from a low of 18 to a daytime high sitting at 28 degrees. Now, cloudy conditions turn sunny by tomorrow, clear of rain, with temperatures shifting between 17 and 29. And then out in the gorgeous George, keep an umbrella close by you this afternoon as rain is chanced at 50%. Temperatures will range between 8 and 14. Now, tomorrow does bring sunny skies with temperatures remaining cool to pleasant, reaching a high of 18 and maxing for the next 3 days. And then out in Cape Town, Mother City, stand up. Today's skies remain partly cloudy. Those winds will continue and today develop at 35 kilometers per hour. Temperatures sit between 10 and 19. And the next 2 days bring sunny and cloudy skies with a cool 9 degrees start before temperatures climb to 21. Let's see what Sutherland is doing today. Cold out in Sutherland, in fact. Cloudy skies this morning will give way to a sunnier afternoon, but your temperatures will range between 2 and 9. Heading into the week, cloudy conditions take over with daytime highs ranging in those mid-upper teens, peaking at 19. And then out in Kimberley, sunny skies are set to hold steady throughout your day today. Your temperatures will start from a cold 7 to a pleasantly warm high of 22. Now, partly cloudy skies are set to define tomorrow's forecast with warm temperatures and humid conditions ushering a 25% chance of rain. And all of that brings us to our final stop for 7 o'clock out in Uppington, where today promises plenty of sunshine from morning to afternoon. A brisky start though, 6 degrees, that rises to 26 today, but sunny skies will define the days ahead. Clear of rain tomorrow. The temperatures will warm up from 4 to 24. All right, let's get into the most exciting part at the top of the hour. That is your sunrise view. And our family Mervyn Fenner from PMB Baby sent this morning image through. And thank you so much, Mervyn, for just shooting a photo that would make us all so proud. It is so beautiful the way the horizon is meeting everything beyond that. And we thank you for your work. 19 degrees is what you can experience in your side of town. And we wish you a beautiful and blessed day, Mervyn. One more to get into at 8 o'clock, and we look forward to it. 0630369649. That's our WhatsApp line directly into studio. Otherwise, you can find us at Expresso Show. We look forward to seeing that as we get into the second hour. And of course, it is all around choosing an outfit for our G-Man. Now, we gave you 2 options, Expresso fam, and thank you for weighing in and letting us know exactly what you think, because it is about you at the end of the day. It's Tuesday, and with Styled by Woolies, we are choosing the best outfit for him. All right, so we, of course, have to choose and see which one claimed that top spot. So thank you for your votes. Let's, in fact, bring them in to see which direction you headed into. So let's see, Cindy B, best of both are stunning. I agree. She says, but I'll opt for option 1. Okay, so 1 for option 1. Thank you, Cindy, for that vote. Let's see who else got in touch. Namabana, good morning, family. You can't go wrong with either look, but option 1 seems classy and timeless. Love the blue and tan combo. Well done. I definitely agree with that blue. It is absolutely stunning on our grey. It brings out his eyes, in fact. Tokozani Piri says, difficult choice, but I'm going for look number 1. Remembering to use that hashtag Styled by Woolies. And then finally, I think it's definitely unanimous. Teresa saying, good morning. G-Man will look great with option 1. Listen, I don't know which way G was swaying, but I will have to say he looks fantastic. Give it up for option 1. Pew, pew, pew.
I actually had my mind changed.
Oh.
I like the vibe. I like the fact that I'm bringing on a new season right now.
Come on.
We are transitioning. And I think actually if I'd gone the full tan mode, I might have just drifted away into the background.
A wallflower, he says.
I think these two kind of colour palettes match each other beautifully.
I
love
agree.
it. I've got a bit of geometry here, some stripe, just to add a bit of impact.
You also
I
can't
love
go
it.
wrong with a striped blue and white shirt. It is a classic that will stand the test of time.
And it's cool.
It's cool.
The linen-y kind of trend kind of feels a bit more summery as well. It's lighter. If I need to dress it up, I can pop a jacket on, pop a jersey on. It's all
And
good.
casual it down, some white sneakers.
Very cool, man. I like it.
Very
There's
nice.
something kind of old school workman about it that I quite like. It's actually feeling like the season is shifting. So I can officially say we are moving away from winter. We might be in winter still, but we're moving in the right direction.
Well, if Graham says
Thanks,
it,
guys.
then I gotta believe it. Option 1 for the win for our G-Man. As the seasons do shift, it's the perfect time to refresh your wardrobe. So discover the latest transitional pieces. You can find them at Woolworths, made to keep you looking effortlessly stylish. Go ahead and shop them in-store, online, and of course on the Woolies app. One more twirl for us,
You ready?
Graham.
Just a summer twirl.
Please bring it on in. Yes.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
My feel good family, every time this beautiful lady's in our studio, she reminds me to just take a breath for 3 seconds. We're continuing our Reset and Rise, a mid-year nervous system reboot. It is a series with executive coach and professional speaker Mandy Harrell. Today, we're going to be exploring how stress quietly shapes our relationships and why reconnecting with others can also help regulate our nervous system. My lovely Mandy, hi.
Hi, Charlie.
It's so nice to see you again.
Thank you.
You're always welcome here. I want to actually just bring it home to me because especially when I feel stressed and anxious, my family and my sister, they are the first ones to know. They go, Chan, go do your breathing exercises, go visit the Clankies, go take a walk. Why is it the ones who are closest to us that always feel the stress first?
When we are showing up in our day-to-day life as professionals, we have a certain armor.
Yes.
So we've got to be professional and kind and friendly. When we go home to our family and our loved ones or our partners, that's when we let it all out. And I often see that example with children as well. So they hold it together at school, and then when they go home, then that's when they take it out on their parents or on their siblings.
Sure. And especially when I get stressed, I feel it in my chest. I feel the anxiety. I feel the heart palpitations. What are the quieter signs that distance is now being created within the relationship because of stress?
The quieter signs are withdrawal. So less eye contact, less connection, physical touch, more kind of withdrawal where, because we are not feeling necessarily safe within ourselves, from a self-preservation perspective, we then stop reaching out. And certainly in relationships, it becomes very much more like operational. So you feel like more like roommates than soulmates.
Yes. Yeah. And then in friendships, obviously, that's now you declining invites to go out.
Exactly.
And you're just at home alone.
Exactly. In friendships, it'll be like, yeah, we must get together. And then you say, cool, let's see each other on Friday. And the whole week I'm thinking,
and when they cancel, it's the best ever. We've all been there.
Absolutely.
So now we've discovered, okay, there's distance within a relationship. How do we go about reconnecting now to help with, obviously, resetting everything within us?
So what we like to refer to is bids for connection, bids like BID, like bids for connection. So what that looks like is whether it's with a family member or a sibling or a partner, what does the bid for connection look like? It looks like instead of just walking past you, I just pause and put my hand on your shoulder.
Nice.
Or like if we're sitting across the table from each other, just reach out my hand, just reach out your hand.
So you just need that 3-second, don't you?
Yeah, you just need a little bit of contact, eye contact, physical touch. That's how we just start. It's not the big things.
Yeah, the small gestures.
It's the small gestures.
Of course. And obviously you've been doing this for years, and there are relationships that have really stood the test of time. What are some of those things that you have learned through those relationships that have stood the test of time?
The number one quality that keeps relationships together for the long term is active listening.
I thought you were going to say communication.
No, active listening. So often we're just listening to react.
Yes.
And when we are under a great deal of stress, we are reacting. Whereas if you just slow down and listen to understand what the other person, because often it's the nonverbal communication, right? It's the body language, it's the tone of voice. If we're listening to what the person is really trying to say, that's when relationships stand the test of time.
Oh, wow. Okay. I need to actively listen, and not just hear, but actually listen.
That's right.
Well, look, I think our relationship with you and here at Expresso is going to stand the test of time, Auntie. We love you here. We're going to see you next week, correct?
Amazing. Yes. Yay. Can't wait.
We're excited. Thank you for joining us once again.
Thank you.
My Feel Good family, the quality of relationships often reflects the health of our nervous system. So to learn more and explore Mandy's practical tools for everyday well-being, definitely head on over to her Instagram. It is at The Connection Coach.
Thank you, Mans. Absolutely love that. And I love the fact that we're getting kind of practical tools that we can utilize in relationship. You're not out there on your own, but just show up for each other. Maybe sometimes that requires just a moment of pause.
It's
just
true.
Put the brakes on.
Because if we're being honest, the emails, they probably are piling up. The deadlines,
Hundreds.
they're looming like a dark cloud all around us. And of course, suddenly everyone in the office is typing frighteningly at a fast speed. But before the panic sets in, maybe it's time to do something unexpected. Tell everybody I'm taking a break.
Exactly. Do you know what rule number one in my house is?
Tell me.
Don't panic.
Don't panic.
Don't panic.
Don't sweat the small
You lose
stuff.
control when you panic, so you've got to sometimes just take a step back. But
Yeah.
this is a good exercise to go to, because Omar Rusk's Time to Dip campaign is all about reminding us that sometimes the best way to tackle a busy day is to take a step back, step away for a moment, enjoy a cup of coffee or whatever you're allowed to drink in that moment, and then come back ready to take on that to-do list.
Oh,
So we're
I
gonna
love
find
a
out.
to-do list, but it gets overwhelming.
I've got layers to my to-do list as well. I've got a list about the lists.
List about
So
the
which
list.
list are you going to hit today? We're going to go to the other list to tackle
find
it.
out.
But crazy people like me do need some structure and guardrails, but
100%.
I can become very swept up and swept away in my own head, my own emotions,
Right.
my craziness. So I've got to have a mechanism every day of like, take a step back, relax,
Well,
and
here's
figure
the
it out.
question. Okay, so a deadline is looming. What is your go-to move? Is it straight panic, power through, or take a time to dip moment?
I know what I should be saying, but
tell us the truth, Graham.
No, I just push. I think that's what I just go towards the uncomfortable feeling, and maybe that's the era I'm in at the moment, trying to just push that kind of narrative. But I've often found our industry requires it.
You kind of have to.
You kind of got to show up and do it, or it doesn't happen.
That's
So
right.
that's the
I've got a
mentality.
process. Panic first, always.
Okay, really?
And then once I've overcome that, then you push through.
Have an existential crisis,
First
and then
and
once you
foremost.
survive that, then you can survive anything.
Exactly.
You know? But it's amazing to me how the clever person, the planner, the grown-up, the adults in the relationship will often take that step back, and then the answer will be so clear and simple. Once the craziness or the clutter gets out of the way,
the rest comes.
And how do you remove clutter in your life? With a rusk. That's how you do it. You check, I sweep the clutter out with the first chunk. The clutter is moving away out of my life. And then you get the reward.
Inside.
I know, I did 9 seconds, hey?
Ooh,
I did a full 9
risky.
seconds, and Omar could do it, hey? She could stand up.
She could withstand 9 dips. All right, and that worked out perfectly. So whether you are fighting deadlines, surviving back-to-back meetings, we know it, or even just trying to make it into Friday so you can enjoy your weekend, remember that you can tackle anything one step at a time or one rusk at a time.
And we want you to experience this one rusk at a time. So we've individually wrapped 150,000 Omar rusks. It's an actual thing, guys. This is the prize. Your office could win your share of a 150,000 wrapped, individually gifted rusks. I absolutely love this for your office because maybe you do need a break, but you've got to head over to omar.co.za, nominate your amazing office, and then complete that entry form, and obviously confirm your email address and put all the T's and C's in place, and you are there, and you could be winning yourself your share of 150. I would love to see that in a pile.
Same. I would love to see the office culture just change up because of these 150,000 rusks, hey?
That's a lot of breaks, eh?
That's a lot of breaks.
Now you're going to have a list, a to-do list for your breaks. When are we going to squeeze in all of the breaks before the end of the year? Maybe this is what you need at this time of the year. So take a break. Just give yourself a little bit of a breather here, and who knows, the answer could be staring you right in your face.
That's right. Now's the perfect time to grab your own Oh My Rusk, your own warm beverage of choice, and we'll see you straight after. One more dip.
Okay. Wow.
5.
10 seconds. Come on.
Officially unavailable for meeting activities. I'm on a break. Andre! I'm on a break!
Only you can make my day.
Welcome back. We're definitely shining another light on those TikTok trends right now. Out of the kitchen into our viral wellness hacks. Health advice has never been easier to find or harder to trust because the online space is there for everybody. So this morning we're joined by Dr. Michele Van Zaghi, who joins us to separate science from social media, as we have to, of course, put the health trends under a microscope.
Oh, buddy, you were born for this, actually, because you have presence in both worlds, okay? And I think these are probably the kind of questions that you get asked all the time. So thank you for putting yourself into this uncomfortable space to talk internet and trends with us. I think let's start with the question itself of social media being a resource for medical advice. How do you feel about this? Would you say this is a good jumping off point to start your own self-discovery when it comes to the medical journey?
Please say yes.
I think social media has highlighted a lot of interesting topics in the medical world. Obviously, there's a misunderstanding or a perception that's wrong about that information, because people believe that any information that gets put out is applicable to them. And obviously medicine...
Because it's algorithm driven as well, so...
Exactly.
It's for me.
Yeah.
Exactly. But medicine is all about individual niche patient, doctor, understanding the medical history, and then using that person's life and all the data that we've had from before to make a diagnosis and a treatment. Social media just throws everything at you, and everyone believes that that's what they should be doing. So that's where the biggest mistake comes in, right? You need to interpret the information, and you need to decipher whether that's applicable to you.
And when I say you, I mean a doctor should interpret the information.
Probably.
I mean, for me personally,
Yeah, media literacy is definitely lacking online. But even I find myself sometimes like, oh, okay. Because there are so many trends like mouth taping. I mean, we had a bit of a chat about it right now.
I'm panicking.
So explain what it is, and then explain if it really does help when it comes to our sleep.
Cool. So there's a trend that went around for people. I think it was born from snoring.
Okay.
So it helps for snoring. That's 100% yes. Then people started saying, it has all these other health benefits. If you tape your mouth closed while you're sleeping, right, you're blocking the passage of air through your mouth and pushing it through your nasal passages. And the science behind that is that your nasal passages produce nitric oxide. So nitric oxide vasodilates the blood vessels.
Okay.
Good for cardiovascular health, good for overall health. But the degree to which it does that is so little.
Yeah.
So, what happened is, that was the physiological improvement. Then they said it helps you to sleep better, it increases your heart rate variability, deep sleep gets better. All of this stuff just gets thrown around, but this is all anecdotal data. So the one thing that it does is it stops your partner from snoring. Probably helps you to sleep better.
It doesn't mean you can tape your partner's mouth shut while they're sleeping, okay? It's not
And they're
that.
probably going to come with this big piece of tape, like, it's just a little one.
Look, I think it's always worth considering the confirmation bias when we are looking at things online. We generally already have made up our mind, and we're just looking for that piece of information to validate that. And I think that does kick in. But there is a danger as well when we start doing these sorts of things, so just bear that in mind. True. This next one we've discussed from so many angles, cold plunge. I've experienced massive benefit in my own life. But from your perspective, because you do go there and you do a scientific deep dive, where do you sit with the cold plunge?
I think it's probably the most studied viral or trend. I mean, more often. All the data that's coming out is showing a lot of positive evidence. So that's a good thing about cold plunging. I think it's just used in the wrong settings. So people believe cold plunge to help recovery in the immediate setting. So you do a big weightlifting session, go straight into the cold plunge. This is actually detrimental to protein synthesis. So I think that's one thing that's a big myth, is that after a big weight training session, you should go straight into the cold plunge. Not true. Okay. What it does do is that several hours after training, any form of training, it helps delayed onset muscle stiffness. It helps you to train again. So the perceived fatigue goes away. So that's where cold plunge or cold shock proteins are really, really valuable. And then you just know how good it feels, right?
Yeah.
That's 100% validated in the data. Dopamine, feel good, energy levels. I mean, again, based on anecdotal data, because how do you test that? But we all know how good it feels. So in that sense, in terms of how you're feeling for the day, starting your day with a cold plunge. I mean, nothing feels better.
Can't go wrong,
And that's a great roadmap, hey?
Yeah.
If it makes me feel better, if I can make the mind-body connection, then that's a great jumping off point.
And you're out in nature, preferably in the beach or something, most times. So that's really great. Okay, so here's one that I've seen all over my socials, and it's these castor oil packs that mostly women, I don't know if men also do it, they put over their bellies with some castor oil. And apparently it helps with a whole bunch of things. So truth or myth?
I think for the most part it's a myth.
Okay.
So old wives' tales, it does work for some people. We don't know if that's placebo.
Yeah.
Castor oil is rich in an omega-9 fatty acid, which is a strong antioxidant. So a lot of people are using it on their skin now. Application at night is a great emollient barrier for your skin, and because of that antioxidant, anti-inflammatory nature, it takes away a lot of skin irritation. Same thing with your gut. If you put it on the skin, there's something called transcutaneous uptake. So you don't get that horrible laxative effect that it usually gives you to drink it. But it still gets taken up systemically. So for menstrual cramping and like some people with GIT issues, they do see an improvement. Again, anecdotal.
Yeah.
I think the biggest study we've ever done is like 20 participants. You know. It's hard to say from a medical perspective,
Right.
like this is definitely going to work. But from my side, I think there are some of these things that can be pushed out there. And you know, like if your mom tells you to do it or your grand tells you to do it.
It's been passed
a lot of the
down.
time
Hey, if it ain't broke.
Yeah.
What's the watchword then? What do you tell yourself when you are considering a new trend? Because I love the fact that you do have an open mind, but what do we need to keep in mind?
I think not does the trend work, but what is the evidence? What is the quality of the evidence?
Okay.
I mean, if social media could attach a little document, say, you know, based on a randomized control trial, which will never happen. But I think you got to ask yourself, or just go educate yourself with what is the actual evidence based on? Is it human studies? Is it animal studies? Where's the evidence coming from? And who is selling this to me? Do they want me to buy their product, or is it actual health data?
That's
Find
a
the person.
great question.
Ask them the questions. You can
100%.
DM. There's nothing stopping you from DMing the doc right now.
Come on. And I also want to touch on cortisol face. You've heard about this?
I have.
Please explain, what is cortisol face?
So cortisol face is just a word that's been thrown around on social media to describe. So when you have a true disease of or like something like Cushing's syndrome or Cushing's disease, where you are pathologically producing too much cortisol over a long period of time, you get features. You get a little bit of fat buildup on your neck, and your face becomes truly puffy. This also happens if you have a hangover or if you've eaten too much salt the day before, you've had bad sleep. So not to the same pedigree. So we're calling this phenomenon where you just sleep badly, cortisol face, where really there's a normal variation in cortisol in your daily life. So it's just a misnomer. And I think it's not fair to term just normal variation in how your face looks on a day-to-day.
That's just your face, man.
But look, it is quite a cute way of describing yourself after you have had one of those nights. I think everyone's been there.
It is.
The puffiness is a real thing. Okay, we work in TV land where you've got someone staring at your face going, wow.
Okay.
But tread lightly when we use terms like that. I think when it comes to anything like this, tread lightly.
That is true. Doc, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Absolutely love it. If it causes you harm, don't do it, all right? This is what we're saying. Otherwise, seek your doctor's professional help. And like we said, the DMs are probably open for you to slide right in there. Fact or fiction, that is, of course, what we've gone through today. And I hope that you're feeling a bit more at ease about everything that you're consuming online on TikTok and Instagram.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Kumnandi Banani Betuna right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And thank you for trusting us, because you could have been anywhere else, but you said, no, I know where the good vibes are, okay? And that is where we bring you the superstars of this country. Because if you've been paying attention to the airwaves lately, you know that the Amapiano movement is completely unstoppable. But every now and then, an artist comes along who brings a completely fresh flavor to the sound. Our next guest is doing exactly that, because she's been tearing up the charts, Asana, capturing millions of streams, and her debut project, Detour, is proof that she is here to stay. Please welcome the multi-talented JJ to Expresso. JJ, are you okay, Kay?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, my babe. Babes, you're doing so well. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Let's jump right into it, because you're somebody who began your musical journey at just 10 years old, which is crazy. But speak to us, you know, in terms of you in Florida, you know, and you now being exposed to places such as like a studio at a young age. You know, how did that help you and make you the artist you are today?
I think I was around a lot of people that were already like, they had a lot of experience in music. So at that age, you can imagine I'm very clueless.
Yeah.
So I was just, after school, I would just go to the studio. Sometimes I wouldn't do my homework, I'd get in trouble. It was bad, but like looking at how far I've come now, it was worth it, because I eventually took the music as a career, so it was worth it. And yeah, it has helped me a lot, yeah.
I love that. But do their homework, kids. Do their homework.
Please.
But, you know, sometimes it lands us here, which is amazing.
Yeah.
But let's get into this, because, you know, you got your breakthrough success from Peshe, which is such an incredible thing. But you also then now step back into the studio after getting all of that success. How does it then inform the way you move when you're in the studio? And what does it allow you to be able to do?
I think as an artist, it's very important that when you get any song that finally gets the recognition that you want, like you take that as motivation to keep going. Like I feel like with Peshe, it kind of opened a lot of doors for me and a lot of opportunities. A lot of people, you know, reached out, and I got a lot of new collaborations from people, you know. So yeah, I think, yeah, it opened a lot of doors for me. Peshe did open a lot of doors.
Love that. And speaking of collaborations, someone that you work with very well is Mordecai, and you guys have this chemistry. Like it just works. You know, what is it about you guys that you think really allows that for that working to happen? But also on top of that, when you guys do work together, you know, how does he push you to just grow in the studio?
You know, working with Mordecai is lovely. I think I enjoy working with Mordecai because he allows me to be an artist. Like he allows me to express myself. He doesn't get in the way. He doesn't, you know, when I'm like in my zone, he doesn't speak. He doesn't, you know, I think he just understands how I work. And I feel like I do the same with him. We just allow each other to just be artists in the studio. So I feel like that's why we always make the best music together, because we just allow each other to be artists.
Do other artists not allow you to be artists?
They do, but a lot of not all of them.
Just some of them. Stop allowing the other kids to not be artists, okay? But my love, let's talk about your debut project, Detour. You know, how did it come about, and what has really just allowed you to find inspiration to bring out that kind of music?
Detour. So when I began making music, I wanted to go the spiritual route, making spiritual music, music about God, you know, that type of music.
Amen, child.
And then I met Mordecai and I made a love song. And when I made it, I didn't like it. Then we just put it on TikTok and people loved it. And that was the homo.
Yes.
And then we made another love song and people loved it again. So for me, that was a detour, because I realized, because I would put the spiritual music out, but people would listen to it, but it wasn't as much as they listened to Peshe and the homo and all the other love songs. So I was like, okay, this is a detour. So that's when I was like, okay, because they kept on asking me for more music, an album, an EP. So I was like, okay, I'm going to make an EP or an album and I'm going to name it Detour, and it's just going to be about love.
You know, in terms of you now getting into that vulnerable space, you know, where did you go to kind of tap into that place to be able to kind of allow someone to get there when they listen to the music?
I used to read a lot of love novels, so that helped me a lot. If I'm reading a novel, I can put myself in that person's shoes. If I'm reading this, I can put myself in that character's shoes. So that helps me a lot.
I love that. And I also know that, you know, when it comes to your supporters and us that love your music, you know, it was really just the tracks like Mngani Wami and Peshe that spoke to people. Why do you think that is?
I think they're very relatable. And Pesheya, you can also make Pesheya, you can, as much as it's a song about a love, like a partner, or you can also dedicate it to like a family member, a friend. Like you can take your friend Pesheya, you can take your mother Pesheya, you can take your, your siblings Pesheya. So, and then Mganram, I think it's a love song, but it's about a friend. It's about appreciating a friend. It's about appreciating someone that has been there for you. So I feel like that's why they made it like that much. Yeah.
I mean, girl, you just made history as one of the few female artists that hit a really big milestone on some streaming platforms. Let's talk about that. How do you handle the pressure, and what does it mean to you to be amongst those?
Yeah, at times it's very overwhelming because, when you dream, sometimes like you cage yourself, like you dream small and you looking at what's in front of you and you don't look at like the broader picture, the bigger picture, So now, like, as I accomplish these things, and it's not even things that I had even envisioned for myself, like, it's very overwhelming because it's like, wow, like, I did that. So, but I'm very grateful. Like, I'm very appreciative of all my supporters, the people that stream my music. It actually, like, it means so much to me. Yeah.
Well, girl, you mean a lot to us, you and all your talent. Well done.
Thank you.
We're so proud of you, Mama. And are you ready for the stage?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Because Mzansi, it is a massive thank you to Amapiano's newest rising star, JJ, for joining us and sharing this incredible journey behind her debut project, Detour. Make sure you go out and stream it, okay? It's available right now on all major digital music platforms. And follow on social media to keep up with her impressive rise, okay? Because this is a superstar. She's going to be doing her thing in a bit. Do not go anywhere. You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show.
All right, back in the kitchen for TikTok hot mess or success. Now, social media is full of recipes that look more like magic than cooking. And today we put viral ginger milk pudding to the test. The claim is that the fresh ginger juice and the warm milk can actually create a softly set pudding without a conventional setting agent. But is it science or simply online hype? That's what we'll figure out today.
I'm sorry, did my big nose come into your frame there for a second as I was trying to... I'm always so nervous about warming up milk. I don't want it to separate and get the layer. But so I'm going on a medium heat, That makes sense. And
very interesting combo. So we've got actual milk, and then we've got powdered milk.
Yeah, like creamer. Hey?
Creamer. And then we've got sugar. Do you remember that ad? It's not inside, it's on top.
And then South Africa transitioned into the new era, and then we just swapped the people around, but it was still not inside, it was on top. And I thought that was quite funny as a cultural exercise. So I'm putting it in a mix,
Go for it.
Okay, I'm going to follow Carissa's fine example and just hoy.
Just hoy.
Okay.
Because essentially what they're saying is that we don't need a setting agent, but I do think the powdered milk will provide some sort of basis.
And I do like from maybe the boarding school era of my life, but like you get by on long life and powdered versions of things.
True.
Okay, it's doing what it's supposed to. It's just mixed in.
Nice.
Okay, great.
Okay, so we must heat it up, but not boil it, basically.
Okay.
And then we're going to add some fresh ginger to the mix as well. Love ginger, so good for the health.
Are you going to need the magic spatula then on your side?
So apparently when you mix them together, you don't even touch it.
Whoa.
You don't even mix it. You don't even do anything.
Across my face.
I know.
The
What
shock,
do you
the horror,
say?
Wow, okay.
So once that's warmed up, how do we tell? Turn it up, turn it up.
Okay, I'm going to just go for it. All right.
Who put us in the kitchen?
I know, it's ridiculous. And we win awards for cooking, hey?
That's
on
right.
This show.
We should never doubt ourselves.
At least our chefs do. Look at you, you just can't help
I'm going to leave
yourself.
the ginger in there.
Okay.
And it will wait. Oh, there's still ginger at the bottom.
So for me, ginger and turmeric have been my big finds in my anti-inflammatory journey.
That's right.
And I think it was how I kind of addressed all of the being on so many meds for so long, kind of trying to find healthy alternatives, especially for the anti-inflammatory stuff. There is just something about ginger that works for our system. I reckon for hundreds of thousands of years, our species has been getting benefit from it. But can we have a look at the source video to see if we are getting anything wrong or right here?
Are we on track, yes or no?
Okay, that's...
Okay, so here is the pudding.
Okay.
Oh, this is quite...
Magic pudding.
Without any agar,
no gelatin.
Perfect jiggly texture. And the secret ingredient here is ginger. Yes, you heard me right. So you start by grating ginger, extract the juice and keep it aside. In a pan, start by boiling milk, milk powder and sugar till it's nice and warm.
Instead of
this is set
agar,
करने
we've
के
got
लिए in a
actual
bowl,
sugar.
add 1 tablespoon of the ginger juice. फिर इसमें जाएगा warm किया हुआ milk. Cover this and let this set in the fridge for a couple of hours, and the most delicious ginger milk pudding is now
so
ready.
it's going to set itself. That's the vibe. Okay, so this is more of a science experiment than a cooking exercise.
I love that.
I kind of feel like this is pretty warm. I'm getting
Okay.
heat radiating off it.
Then you can
We don't
put
want
it
it
on
to
the top.
separate. We don't want it to boil, hey? You reckon? Should we just do it?
Do it.
For the sake of TV land, I'm going to turn it off and we're going to just hoy.
So she just poured it on top
just
and then
poured
she
it.
put it in the fridge. Okay, well, steam is coming off of it.
Yeah. I mean, it looks luxurious, hey?
And then you leave it. It probably smells incredible, too. Ooh. And then you try it, and then you let us know.
Okay, so these ones have set, hey?
These ones have set.
Okay, well, sort of.
They're a little bit jigglier,
Okay.
but they're there.
I feel like you want to do the creme brulee.
wanna try?
Boing. Okay, let's give it a
Alright.
go. Okay, there is a bit of... Okay, it is
Okay.
actually starting to... Maybe it just needs a bit more time in its space. I'm going to try and do this without dribbling. Do you know what? It tastes exactly like you think it's going to taste. Pretty much.
Ginger and milk.
Ginger and milk. It's weird. It's playing with my head because now I've spent the last half hour pumping up ginger like it's the best thing. All right, you want to ask that question?
Is it a hot mess or is it a success?
Wah, wah, wah. I'm sorry, internet. This one's not doing it for me. It kind of it hasn't developed into something more. And I would have thought that it would have had maybe the textural element. I mean, it's got a nice mouthfeel. It does feel like a pudding kind of vibe, but it's not giving me the vibes that I got from that video. Not at all.
Ginger and milk, that's what it tastes like. If that's your steez, that's your vibe, put it together and let us know how you fare well with this. You can scan the QR code and then cook along as well, and you can let us know. Is it a hot mess? Is it a success?
So is all our hopes resting on our cauliflower fudge this morning. Wow, what universe are we in?
2 out of 3 hot messes. Hopefully the redeemable
Okay, I'll
cauliflower
try again.
fudge will do it for us. Maybe you must get the clonky parts.
I don't think that's an official cooking term, clonky.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, again, it tastes exactly like I thought it would taste.
Well, we definitely will get into one more recipe and the rest of your Feel Good Breakfast show. Listen, you could even make this during the ad break. Come back and let us know how it goes. We'll
Got some
see.
ginger with that one.
Spicy. Why is it spicy? Welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and I hope you came ready for some really hot news straight off the red carpet. From the elegant to the bold and all about those fashion statements. Of course, we just celebrated Glamour's Fashion Awards. The art of style and creativity as well as individuality was at the forefront.
And this is one that kind of matters for the people in the industry. It's a massive validation. Each year, celebrities, designers transform the spotlight into a runway, showcasing some unforgettable looks, because that's what they're about. But they manage to kind of embody those trends, the craftsmanship, the personal expression that makes the people we love who they are.
That's true. I've had so many of my favorite looks, but today we're going to get into the top 8 standout looks that defined award season glamour, leaving those lasting impressions for fashion lovers around the world.
So today
let's get into it.
Okay.
Bassie had to be first. She won an incredible award, as well as our girl, Kutle Adams, that brought so much elegance to the red carpet. I loved Bassie's take because it felt elegant, but also a little bit edgy with the bow at the bottom of the dress, you know?
It's her style.
Yeah.
She is youthful in everything that she does. That's her energy.
That's right.
And she's always been that. She was a young Miss South Africa. To take that mantle on, and she had it all, hey? She had it all. She had Tata Madiba's vision on her shoulders when she entered into that role, but she never lost touch with that playful youthfulness that I love about her. She's
like
always
that.
the same.
The playfulness
always
is
the
definitely
same.
apparent.
And I think any designer must love working with her, obviously, because you get the look.
Right.
But then you get the attitude and the way she wears the clothing as well, which is
And I know
great.
she usually goes Governor Raja. I'm not sure who she's wearing today, or at least over the weekend, but wow, oh wow, Bassie, that color. That color's
Very
your
cute.
color,
Yeah,
man.
very, very cool.
And then
Dramatic.
Kutle looked incredible. And this one felt so age appropriate. It felt grown and sexy, but still young, because you saw a little bit of skin, you saw sparkle, and as she moved, the dress moved along with her, with the shawl. She looked incredible in light, and then, of course, on the red carpet.
From an insider's perspective, because people will look and they will go back and they'll track outfits that you've worn. And it's what is the pressure like when you are nominated for an award in the space?
In fashion.
And now you must get dressed for the red
The
carpet.
pressure is so real. And I think there's always that push and pull. How far do I really push the envelope on this one? Or do I go classic? Do I represent my own style or make a fashion statement? And I think Kutle really honored both of those. I think she brought a little bit of edge, and then her hairstyle, of course, brings that too, that coolness that we love. But she still looks elegant and classy.
Can we enter into the moment? Let's enter into her space and hear what she had to say about this glittering occasion.
Ooh.
Goodness, it truly feels so special to be here tonight, to be celebrated amongst other incredible women in this space. I feel profoundly grateful. Glamour, thank you for recognizing me, for seeing me, for creating a space to celebrate women who contribute in their industries in a beautiful and meaningful way. This win for me means so much. This year has been quite the sacred one. Turning 30, celebrating 10 years in the game, and to receive one of the most coveted awards is a very beautiful way to mark this milestone.
Congratulations, Kutle. Incredible work.
Well done.
And then besides our outstanding individuals, there were couples that also made an appearance, looking absolutely gorgeous on the red carpet. So let's see what some of them looking like.
I suppose when you're a real housewife, again, the pressure, when you're going to step out and be viewed, you know, the whole world is watching. And Sarisha Naidu, I think, took the opportunity. She's a business owner, well, the wife of a business owner who is very, very successful. Vivian Reddy, obviously, ready to make a statement himself, but as a couple, they looked awesome. What do you think of that?
Gorgeous. I mean, she always looks stunning on any sort of carpet she steps onto. And then my favorite young couple, I love them, Josh Mibulo, as well as Danae Prinsloo. They are my social media power couple. I think they are so gorgeous. We've seen him on reality TV, and she's an influencer and just so gorgeous. And they just look so good together.
They are out there influencing, okay?
That's right.
And then, of course, the creators obviously made a very stylish appearance on the red carpet, embracing that opportunity, bringing some unique personality, some creativity, and obviously the fashion-forward energy that we need at this event. Some bold statements, elegant, timeless ensembles as well. And I think I love the fact that they showcased how digital influence, personal style continue to shape the world of glamour. And I think glamour understands this is now kind of a two-way two-way street. We
Yeah.
mentor up and mentor down
It's
in the
either
world
way.
of fashion now, hey?
Montana knows how to do that. The picture before was actually Ponaholo. She is absolutely gorgeous. She is like South Africa's supermodel. She is so different and so beautiful. Actually made the cover of Glamour not too long ago. And then, of course, we've got Lungile Tebete. She looks stunning on every single carpet. In the all white is so good. And then the gorgeous singer Tabsi, also always looking as elegant. I like what she's done with this look as well. The feathers, it's giving international. Yeah, it's really good.
Because you can have a little bit of fun with
Yeah.
it, but I like the fact that people were still representing their personality through.
True.
But for the world of fashion to come together to have a moment for itself, and that's what it feels like.
That's what
it
it
feels
was
like
about.
this is an insider's nod.
Yeah.
So to Basi, to Kutle, to get the insider's nod, I think that's got to
Well
be
done to
extra
them.
special validation.
That's
Well
right.
done,
I do
ladies.
want to give a special shout out to Tracy Lee Rosalind, who won an
Oh, of
award
course.
as well. So deserving. Congrats, my girl. And then, of course, to Paula B., who looked so stunning and different on the red carpet. So congratulations to you too. Standout individuals from the Mother City, just representing in the best way. So congrats to all the winners. All right, it is time for news right now. So let's delve straight into your national headlines. It's just gone a minute after 8 o'clock. We start out with President Cyril Ramaphosa that has reaffirmed South Africa's commitment to combating xenophobia while protecting the rights of everyone living within its borders. Now addressing the Pan-African Parliament in Midrand, Ramaphosa says that the country will continue enforcing its laws fairly as well as rejecting hatred toward foreign nationals. He also urged African nations to work together to address the root causes of migration, including conflict, poverty and poor governance. Ramaphosa said Africans should migrate by choice rather than necessity through greater continental cooperation. In other national news, Limpopo has officially launched its 2027 online learner admission system, and that's for Grade R, Grade 1 and Grade 8 applications, marking the province's first digital school registration process. Now, the Education Department says the 14 million rand system aims to simplify admissions and improve learner placement. Now, Education MEC Mavungu Lerule Ramakanya says initial technical glitches affecting Grade R applications were quickly resolved. The issue related to age requirements for children turning school-going age after June next year, with the system now functioning as intended. Well, internationally speaking, Iran says it remains in control of the Strait of Hormuz and has not requested renewed peace talks with the United States following President Donald Trump's decision to pause military strikes. Now, Tehran says it will suspend retaliatory attacks while the U.S. pause remains in place, although reports of drone incidents have raised concerns about the fragile calm. Oil prices fall sharply on hopes of improved supply, while both countries continue indirect diplomatic engagement over regional security and future negotiations. Meanwhile, Cameroon's President Paul Biya has faced renewed scrutiny after spending several weeks in Switzerland during what officials describe as a private visit. The 93-year-old leader's health has sparked speculation, although the government insists that he remains well. Opposition parties have called for greater transparency and a formal process to determine presidential incapacity when necessary. Biya, who has led Cameroon for more than 4 decades, previously faced similar criticism over extended periods spent outside the country. Now let's close up with some good news for Marvel Studios, who are thrilled fans at Comic-Con by announcing British actor David Johnson as the next Black Panther, portraying the son of Chadwick Boseman's T'Challa in Black Panther 3. Now that is set for release in the year 2028. Now, Johnson said he was honored to join the celebrated franchise, while director Ryan Coogler welcomed him to the Marvel Universe. The studio also revealed Ryan Gosling will star as Ghost Rider, adding to excitement surrounding its future slate. Now, fans embraced the announcements as a celebration of legacy, fresh talent and storytelling, marking an inspiring new chapter for one of cinema's most beloved superhero universes. I almost feel like Chadwick is definitely smiling down from heaven. That is where we leave your news for today. Let's get straight into your sports.
I wish I could start with better news. Let's delve into our final sporting bulletin with the bitter pill. Banyana's 2026 Women's African Cup of Nations campaign got off to a rather disappointing start yesterday with a 2-1 defeat to Tanzania. Bambanani Mbane, she did cancel out Tanzania's first half opener just before the break, but Hasnath Obamba struck late to seal a famous victory for the East Africans. And then, of course, in the other encounter last night, Cote d'Ivoire sent out a message beating Burkina Faso 4-1. Well, they had that kind of season. Let's see if they get the rewards. We start with the PSL awards right now. And Orlando Pirates, they dominated the 2025-26 season, collecting 9 accolades on the night. So man of the moment, Relebohile Mafokeng, who has been insanely on another level. He stole the show, winning Footballer of the Season, Players Player of the Season, and Young Player of the Season. Then Cameron Danzon's strike against Mamelodi Sundowns, understandably earning Goal of the Season. Well, Abdeslam Ouaddou, he took home the Coach of the Season award for the incredible work done in the Buccaneers camp. So well done. Now we can get back into the Commonwealth Games as Team South Africa won 2 more medals at the Games yesterday. Michael Hoodie, he claimed silver in the men's 50-metre breaststroke, while Erin Gallagher, she secured bronze in the women's 100-metre butterfly. Then also in the pool, Husna Kukundakwe made history for her country, Uganda, as her silver medal in the women's SB 8 100-metre breaststroke earned the country its first ever Games medal. That was both in swimming and parasport, just highlighting the power of the Commonwealth Games platform for those underserved sporting communities. Absolutely love it. Now, let's get back into the rugby lane as Springbok coach Rassie Erasmus has now recalled Stormers' loosehead prop Ntutuko Mchunu as South Africa begin preparations for their next very physical test up against Argentina. So Mchunu's inclusion now takes that squad to 44 players, with Erasmus set to name his touring squad later this week. And the players not travelling to Argentina will remain in Johannesburg to prepare for the big one, the 4-test series against our old foes, New Zealand. Mouth-watering second half of the rugby year awaits. And of course, we're building towards another World Cup. So we'll soak up every second. But right now, let's just get you to work safely. Let's track the traffic. We start down in the mother city in Milnerton, to be specific, on the N7 southbound, and that's at Bosmansdam Road ramp. Congestion already building. Traffic is moving very slowly. Please, road users, you're encouraged to remain patient, allow for a little extra travel time, and drive safely as you head in on your daily commute. Let's look after each other out there. Let's get into the weather. We start our weather journey as we do up north in Polokwane, where sunny skies are going to brighten up your region today. Looking great. We start on a chilly 6 degrees, but you rise to a beautiful high of 23 for your Tuesday. And then as we cast our gaze forward, sunny skies continue to dominate heading into the week, with tomorrow's daytime high sitting at 21 degrees. Clarkstop, good morning to you. Sunny skies are going to take over your day today as well. We do kick off on a cold 6 degrees as our minimum, but warm to 22 as our high. And over the next 2 days, mostly sunny with some passing clouds. Daytime highs staying pleasantly warm, 22 degrees tomorrow and then 21 come Thursday. Pretoria, how are you feeling this morning? Well, hopefully this will inspire you. A sun-filled day lies ahead as you range between 8 degrees as your minimum and a max of 23. And this week, sunny skies are set to stay, with daytime temperatures peaking today and tomorrow to set at 21 degrees, and it just gets better as we progress. Josie, good morning to you. Your day is going to be dominated by sunny skies as well. Temperatures range from a cold 6 degrees, setting at a rather moderate 19. And as we move into the week, daytime highs are going to settle at 18 degrees for most of the week, in fact. Mbombela is our next stop, and today's forecast calls for bright sunny skies, thankfully, and those temperatures really reflect that. We drift from 12 degrees as your minimum, warming to a beautiful 23 as your high, and then those sunny skies continue over the days ahead. Your temperatures tomorrow ranging from a low of 10 to set at 21 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Bloemfontein, good morning to you. You've got most of your day under sunny skies, and your temperatures, they will drift to between a nippy 6 to set at only 19 degrees for a rather moderate Tuesday. But those sunny skies are going to turn even cloudier tomorrow. Rain forecast at 45%. Temperatures moving between a freezing 1 degree and your high of 16. To the coast we head now, Richards Bay. You are set for mostly a sunny sky kind of a day, but there is a 75% chance of rain as well, so it will set in. Temperatures ranging between 14 and 22 degrees as a result. And then those cloudy and wet conditions dominating over the coming days until the weekend. In fact, they peak on Saturday. Durban, our next stop, and you've got heavy rain. 95% of your day is going to be wet, accompanied by a moderate southerly wind, just to add a little extra spice. And then temperatures move between 13 and 21 degrees as a result, so a bit of humidity as well. Then you're in for wet days ahead. 35% of chance of rain tomorrow, 20 as we head into Thursday. Tata, our next stop, and you can see similarly the rain is coming. In fact, 100% chance of rain. You're probably feeling it as we speak. And temperatures ranging between a nippy 7 and only 12 degrees because of that weather. Tomorrow, not much better. 75% chance of the rain kicking in. Temperature ranging between just 7 and 11. Mpuba, good morning to you. Your region can expect showers at 75%. Today, temperatures moving between a cold 6 degrees to set at only 11 today. Not much better tomorrow, 12 degrees your high, as rain is chanced at 45% for the midweek. Gogompo City, your Tuesday brings you heavy rain again, 100% chances of rain. Temperatures ranging between 11 and 16 degrees as a result of that wet weather. And then as the days progress, your rain drops to 85% and then to 35% by Thursday and Friday, and hopefully works its way out by the end of the weekend. Rebecca, good morning to you. You've also got a rainy day ahead, 65% chance of rain, accompanied by some windy conditions as well. Temperatures start at 18 degrees and then rise to a rather bold 28 despite that weather. And then cloudy conditions turn nice and sunny tomorrow. They clear of rain, temperature shifting from 17 to a balmy 29 degrees. And then we hit the gorgeous George. You're wet as well today. Rain chanced at 50% and your temperatures drifting between 8 and 14 degrees as a result. And then tomorrow brings those sunny skies back again, temperatures remaining cool to pleasant, reaching 18 degrees max for the next 3 days, in fact. That as we move to the mother city, where skies remain partly cloudy today and winds start to kick up around 35 kilometers an hour. Temperatures sitting between 10 and 19 degrees as a result. Then over the next few days, we've got sunny and cloudy skies, a bit of a mix of both. Your cool 9 degrees start before temperatures climb to a high of 21 tomorrow and 20 on Thursday. Southies, our next stop, chilly start there, 2 degrees as we brace for some cloudy skies above us. Temperatures ranging from that nippy 2 to set at only 9 degrees. Tomorrow is chilly. We've got a minus 2 degrees start tomorrow, hitting a high of only 13, but we push into the higher teens as we progress. Then Kimberley is our next stop, and 7 degrees is where you kickstart your day, with some sunny skies above, thankfully, as we warm to a nice, pleasant 22-degree maximum. And then tomorrow, set to define our day with cloudy skies and warm temperatures, humid conditions, in fact, ushering a 25% chance of rain. As we round off our whistle-stop tour in Upper East, good morning to you. Today promises plenty of sunshine from morning to late afternoon. A cool 6-degree start makes way to a warm afternoon high of 26 degrees. And we stay in that lane. Sunny skies defining the days ahead of some rain, I think, kicking in over the weekend. But absolutely love this for you. 4 degrees up to a high of 24. And there you can see the mix of rain and sun across the land. Kind of a black and white kind of a day in the weather front, but what does that look like? So we had a great journey through our sunrises this morning. We start in Gqeberha in the Eastern Cape, where Audrey Patricia Macherman sent through this beautiful capture of the day. I think Carissa kind of pointed out the fact that it feels like the city has just turned the lights on and is starting to wake up. Thank you for capturing that energy for us. Then Big Mervyn Fenner, the OG from Pietermaritzburg, as he does every morning, just framed it beautifully. I love this composition, the way he's always got a bit of kind of depth in his pictures that just captures the temperature, the energy, the time of day. Merv, you've got skills, my friend. Absolutely love that. Thank you for sharing. And then finally, our sunrise view for this hour comes from the most amazing photographer we've ever had on the show, Sean Inskip. And this one was taken in the incredible Rawsonville in the Western Cape. Take me there now. Ah, Shawnee, the FOMO has kicked in. You could wake up like that. You can actually go there, camp there, stay there, have a hot tub. We're not about free advertising. We're about inspiring you to get out there and explore your world. Thank you, Shawnee. That is exactly how I think all of us want to wake up every day. If you think you can beat that, get out there, pitch your tent, take your photo as the sun is rising and prove it. WhatsApp those pics, 063-036-9649. We'd love to see how you wake up in your part of the world.
I mean, for a Tuesday, that deserves an applause. Absolutely gorgeous. And thank you for setting the tone for the final hour of your Feel Good Breakfast show. Now, as we get into 8 o'clock, we have to cross over with one of our favorites, Harmony, who's standing by at Shell out in Randburg. And we're going to find out exactly what it's all about on the ground. And then JJ, our performance, stands by for an incredible performance for this Tuesday. We'll see you after the break.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. Sorry, I'm going to hit a pressure point right now. We all know the cost of keeping a car on the road, it really does add up. So any opportunity to stretch out our fuel budget a little bit further, always super welcome. And that's why the new partnership between Shell V Plus Rewards and ABSA Rewards is such exciting news for all of us motorists. And of course, Harmony is on site in Johannesburg to give us all the info we need. Double the rewards, my friends.
Okay. Sanbonani Goeiemorgen, a very good morning. It's a beautiful morning, isn't it? Definitely, and I'm sure the news that I have for you today is going to make your day so much better. Now, of course, we know that the cost of keeping a car on the road adds up, and surely if we want to save money, if we want to save our budget, our fuel spend, we will welcome that information, and that is why the new partnership with ABSA Rewards and Shell V Plus Rewards is very welcome and gets motorists really excited. And so we are here here at Shell Pumalela Forecourt in Ferndale, Randburg, to find out a little bit more of how we can save and earn money. And of course, I've got the lovely ladies in red who are going to tell me a little bit more. Alicia and Monica, how are you doing this morning?
Oh, awesome. A little bit chilly, no, but we're awesome. I think we're warm in red, right?
Yeah. We're excited, but cold.
No, we're really happy to have you here, but we know that South Africans love to save. So how does this partnership work? What can they look forward to? And how are you recognizing opportunities to help them save?
Well, thanks for that question. At Shell, we are always looking for ways to make our customers' lives easy and reward them. We know that for many South Africans, filling up a tank is one of those unavoidable expenses, and making savings really goes an extra mile. And that's the reason why we've partnered with ABSA. We wanted to reward customers for something they're already doing. So combining Shell V Plus rewards and ABSA rewards really gave us an opportunity to give motorists a chance to save and earn rewards for something that they're already spending on. And really that just helps them stretch their wallets further.
So I think first and foremostly, we both share common color, passionate red. So I think if you just kind of look at it in today's times, to Monica's point, customers are always looking for ways of making that rand stretch even further. And you know the saying, cash is king? Well, it really is in both our instances. So ABSA Rewards provides customers with absolute cashback, tangible cashback, and V Plus rewards customers with absolute cashback real time. So I think just the power of this partnership in itself not only allows our customers to have, that extra money on the side at the end of the month, like a side hustle, but it also provides them with added value, especially in times such as these. So what better way of helping our customers than through a dynamic partnership such as this?
Such a beautiful partnership, and really does add more value. But how is this partnership different from other rewards programs?
So I think first and foremostly, if you look at other rewards programs, there are, there's always a fuel relationship. But I think with ours, being the tangibility of our currency really makes it not only valuable, but realistic for our customers. So they can not only see the value, they can feel the value in their pockets every month. So cashback, cash is king, and the partnership between V Plus and ABSA Rewards really brings that to life for our customers.
Monica, apart from the passion red color, what else made ABSA no-brainer decision to partner with Shell?
Yeah, what made ABSA the right partner for us is that they share the same views when it comes to customers. Both brands are committed, or focused rather, to creating meaningful value and making customer spending go or work a little harder. We together created a simple proposition that really gives motorists an opportunity to save on a spending that they're already doing on a regular. And I think that's what makes this partnership so exciting.
Can you tell me about the experience, though? The partnership is exciting, but what can the customer experience?
Well, our customers can expect the same trusted quality fuels, convenience, as well as the service that they already know. The difference now is that when they fill up at Shell, they get rewarded from both programs.
And then lastly, what do you think you can say to the people who are watching this and thinking, why should I come for this?
For me, it's simple. Come to Shell, fill up, and get rewarded twice for something you're already doing.
Yeah, double whammy, guys.
It really is a double whammy. So if you're looking to save some money, make sure you come here to Shell and you can experience this wonderful July double rewards program. But make sure you come really quick because it is ending on Friday, the 31st of July. And of course, we will be back giving you a lot more information on what is going to happen and how you can make so much money filling up right here at Shell.
I'll take it.
Incredible.
I will
take it with
take
both
it,
hands.
please.
Thank you.
I'm kind of feeling like I need another coffee. No, what we need is some energy, and I think JJ is bringing that energy this morning. I know we are still early in the week, but we're going to dispel any thoughts of productivity and just lose ourselves in her first performance. JJ, over to you.
This July, every fuel stop could be twice as rewarding. Fill up at Shell, scan your Shell V Plus rewards card, and pay using your ABSA Visa card to unlock double rewards through Shell V Plus rewards and ABSA rewards. Enjoy up to 60% real cash back, plus up to R1 per litre with Shell V Plus rewards when using your ABSA Visa card, depending on your rewards tier. One fuel stop, 2 rewards programs. Double the rewards.
Hi, Mzansi. I hope you're ready to jive like Sana, because this morning we've got the superstar JJ. Everybody give it up for her with her track, Pressure.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. As we savor every last second that we get with you, the show's almost done, but not quite yet. Not quite yet.
Okay, so here's the question. What happens when music, cuisine, and also meaningful conversation come together to tell an African story? Well, Ayanda attended the July edition of the Absa Jazz Sessions at the Marble to discover how this iconic genre continues to connect people, cultures, and generations. Oh, I love me some jazz. So let's get straight into it.
Some stories are best told through words and others with music. Jazz has been that long time way for Africans to pass down stories, to share creativity as well as to share some of our history. Today we are at Marvel with Absa in Johannesburg to really share those stories through a beautiful evening of music, cuisine, connection and creativity. As usual, it's always so amazing. Absa is always hosting the most amazing events. Can you please tell us about this partnership with Marble and why it works?
Well, Marble and Absa have come together to really create something that's so special, to pull together music and food. Can you think of anything just so delicious? And I think we really brought together bringing Absa into the music space, and the number one music space we love is jazz. So we truly believe today brings together our clients, our partners, our suppliers, and just some of the best jazz artists from South Africa.
Now, the amazing thing about Absa is that you always talk about longevity. I know your partnerships aren't just something that lasts for 1 year. What are you excited about the rest of the years for this project?
Well, this is actually our 5th edition of the jazz in partnership with Marble, and we're just going to make it bigger and better. I think at the heart of it, it really is about making moments that matter. Today is for people to come, relax, and just forget about all the noise and just spoil themselves with delicious food, amazing music, and just amazing company. So we just hope to continue that special collaboration between bringing people's memories together and really delivering moments that matter.
What an absolutely amazing performance. Now, the amazing thing about jazz is that we call it storytelling without words. As a musician, when you're performing, what is that story that you want us to walk away with as the people listening?
For me, it's always how do we connect without saying too much, like I believe that these drums, these keyboards, these saxophones and these trumpets are bringing a feeling of something that connects you to the music or reminds you of a grandmother or a father or somebody close to you, or feels like a hug from a good friend, so that's the message I'm portraying basically.
So what I like the most about jazz is that it touches the soul, and I think with jazz there's so much nostalgia, and when you have art in front of you, literally live, it's such a different experience, and hearing that trumpet and that saxophone just feels good.
I feel like Absa got it really right because they are also in this notion of telling stories. I feel like history is told in the form of jazz as well. So looking at previous artists that we know, they would typically tell stories about the history of the nation through the medium of jazz. So I feel like jazz is really important in terms of storytelling.
Nights like this remind us that every melody and every conversation have the power of telling an incredible story. By creating spaces where creativity can thrive, Absa continues to ensure that these stories are seen, heard, and celebrated. Follow along and join the conversation by using #WeSeeYourStory and #YourStoryMatters. Zansi, see you next time.
Incredible, unforgettable celebration of African creativity. And you love you some jazz.
I love me some jazz.
Sure.
It's all about that jazz. And through the Absa Jazz Sessions at Marble, music, of course, continues to create space for stories to be shared, for cultures to be celebrated, and meaningful connections to continue to flourish, because every great story deserves to be heard.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's true, and welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso on S3. Now, earlier we learned how Shell V Plus Rewards and ABSA Rewards have joined forces to help South Africans get more value each and every time they fill up. Now it's time to cross back to Harmony on the ground out in Joburg to find out just how easy it is to start enjoying those rewards from today onwards. Harmony, what have you got for us?
Welcome back to Shell Pumlela forecourt in Ferndale, Randburg, where we just learned about the incredible partnership between ABSA Rewards and Shell V Plus Rewards. We also learned about how you can benefit from it, but now we are going to learn about how easy it is to start enjoying these lovely benefits, what you can expect when you're filling up at a Shell station, and also why you should be taking advantage of this wonderful July double rewards before it ends on the 31st of July. Monica, I just want to find out from you. Tell me, how easy is it to start enjoying these benefits?
Well, customers can expect a rewarding experience. Joining Shell V Plus is easy and it's free. Once you're a member, you can fill up at our service stations and start enjoying rewards from both brands. All you need to do is simply download the Shell V Plus Rewards and come and fill up at our service station and use your ABSA debit or credit Visa card and start getting some savings. Our July offer was an opportunity for us to give customers bigger rewards, but what's important to note is that the partnership goes beyond July, and post-July, customers can still enjoy those savings and be rewarded for something they're already doing.
You know, Alicia, I like taking advantage of such great opportunities. So how can we maximize, how as customers can we maximize these rewards?
I'm sure you do, and I'm sure everybody else does. So to Monica's point, I think the beauty about this partnership is, number one, we really, kind of went hard. So landing this partnership with double cashback through ABSA Rewards, that's up to 60% cashback, absolutely amazing. Plus you get the access to V Plus cashback. So I think that's just, a phenomenal launch of our partnerships and even beyond that. And I just think, with ABSA Rewards, the tangibility of our currency just makes it that much more accessible to our customers. So joining the ABSA Rewards program is absolutely super easy as well. I mean, all you need to do is download, sign up, and swipe at Shell, and really hurry up to your Shell fuel station. 31st of July is when the double cashback ends, but beyond that, you don't worry, you still get access to cashback.
But let's talk about that. So the promotion, the double rewards promotion, ends on the 31st of July. What can we expect after the 31st of July?
Well, customers get savings and they also get rewarded. So post-July, the CVP is 30% on ABSA and 50 cents on our per litre on filling up at our forecourt. I think that's pretty much the CVP post that. Yeah.
So it's always on, right? So I think the beauty about this partnership is, whether it's before the 31st of July, which please get to a Shell before the 31st of July to get double cash back, but beyond that, it's always on. All customers have to do is literally download the V Plus app, sign up, come to a Shell fuel station, use your ABSA card, and get up to 30% cash back. So always on, always value, always benefiting our customers.
I'm pretty excited for this partnership. I love what I'm seeing. I'm loving the fire red. Any last words for those who are watching us and they want to know a little bit more about the promotion and how they should benefit from it and why should they come here?
Yeah, I think one last thing that we'd like to add is that we didn't just stop at the forecourt. Customers can earn on qualifying purchases in our Shell Select stores. So whether you are grabbing a coffee, a snack, or any other convenient item, you get rewarded as well.
Yeah, and I think just in closing, this has been an amazing journey thus far with Shell. I mean, as I said, we share the same passion red. We share the same currency, and we're both free ABSA Rewards, free V Plus. So run and get get to your nearest Shell station and reap the benefits and the rewards that both of us, both Shell as well as Absa Rewards, have to offer.
So I'm going to be one of those people that you're talking about. I'm definitely going to be running here, making sure that I get the rewards, downloading the app and doing what needs to be done. So whether you're like me, going to work, commuting to work, or you're going with your family on a road trip, or just filling up for the week ahead, make sure you come here to Shell and take advantage of this wonderful, incredible promotion, this wonderful partnership between Absa Rewards and Shell V Plus Rewards. And make sure you do it before the 31st of July and even afterwards, right? So many competitions, so many benefits, so many great things. But I'm going to leave you guys and make sure that you take time to come here, have fun, enjoy, and see what's going to happen this side. So back to you in studio.
This July, every fuel stop could be twice as rewarding. Fill up at Shell, scan your Shell V Plus rewards card, and pay using your Absa Visa card to unlock double rewards through Shell V Plus Rewards and Absa Rewards. Enjoy up to 60% real cash back, plus up to R1 per litre with Shell V Plus Rewards when using your Absa Visa card, depending on your rewards tier. One fuel stop, 2 rewards programs. Double the rewards.
All right, press the smell button on your TV screen right now. It's a little button, you'll see it just on no, there isn't a smell button on your TV, unfortunately, but you want to smell what this kitchen smells like right now. First, there came the cauliflower rice, then cauliflower pizza bases, even cauli wings, okay? Now, social media has done it again. It says, apparently, that cauliflower can be fudge. Okay, the viral 2026 recipe blends hot steamed cauliflower with chocolate, chills it until it's firm and calls it fudge. Is it fudge? Well, she seems to think so because she's eating it like fudge. I don't know what this is giving me. Kind of mousse? Kind of not?
It depends on what the thing is that you pour it into. So we've got a baking tray, then it's fudge. Or we've got the cup, then it's mousse.
Then it's like a dessert, a mousse. Okay, you seem quite comfortable with this idea. Okay, but you did reach for your paddle before anything like you were going to just call this. But we've got to do it. Due diligence.
We do.
We're going to bust the myth or we're going to feed the legend.
Listen, I love cauliflower. Truly, give me a cauliflower wing over a normal wing on any other day.
Okay.
I'll eat it with some good sauce. With chocolate?
I don't know, but look, we've got to keep an open mind, and we promised you we want an open mind.
True.
Okay, so it's just going in, hey?
Let's just throw 2 ingredients, steamed cauliflower, so it's already warm and soft.
It is,
and
it smells just like cauliflower.
And then you can have your chocolate chips. You could do milk chocolate, or we've got dark chocolate.
It looks like nice dark chocolate, untempered dark chocolate.
It's 100% dark.
You're going to need your little chips. You get in there. Everyone's going to be needed. Come on, kid. Don't get left behind. Oh, no one gets left behind. Okay. I don't even know what it's going to do.
And because of the warm cauliflower, it'll melt. It should melt.
It should do.
Yeah, it should melt. As soon as it starts blending, you'll see the process come together.
Okay, let's see. Hang on.
I think you turn it.
I am trying with the... You can do it. And go.
And
go.
It works with you. We must speak to it nicely, Dre.
You can do it. It's your turn. Why is it not doing its thing? Just give it a go.
Oh,
there we go.
Something happened. Yeah.
Okay, you can do it.
I think we must push it in.
There we go. It's doing exactly kind of what we thought it would do. Okay, I'm going to just give it a bit of a mix.
I feel like it needs a liquid, maybe.
Maybe it does. Let's let that cool down. Let's give it another go.
And go.
And press the button. There we go. You can do it. You can do it.
We're getting there.
Okay, it's starting to look quite funky. Wow, okay.
You know, it's an act of love and patience.
Okay, it is actually starting to look like something desserty and fudgy. Okay.
And again.
You can do it. Okay. Sure. I was hoping some of that would like just fly across my face. And okay, well, I think it's mixed as much as we are going to
cauliflower,
mix
does she have power?
Okay, how does that look?
We pour it in, and then it becomes a fudge.
See, that kind of looks the part, hey?
Yeah.
Sure.
We might need a smaller baking tin.
Look at that. It's going to be Kind of like
you
a
know
whole
what?
grain version.
It's got some texture, and I'm not mad at texture. Sometimes you need to have a bit
Okay,
of
well, just imagine the whole tray is full, and we
Filled.
flatten it out, and then we set it, eh?
Yeah. You set it. So you can set it and then slice it up into for your family of 4. Or you could just eat the mousse.
Okay, now it smells less cauliflowery.
Oh, that smells good.
And
actually.
chocolatey.
All right,
Okay,
let's
so
try it,
we're going to do
Grace.
it.
I'm so nervous.
I'm very nervous. Okay, you're going to get your own one, and I'm going to
Oh, I get a whole one.
I like the way Oki
Ooh, the texture.
included the decorative cauliflower, just to remind us all what's going on here.
inside.
That's a stroke of genius right
It's true.
there.
It's like taking a bite of a
Have you done
a
it already?
cookie, and then it's actually raisins, not chocolate
Hang on a
chips.
minute,
So
that's
we
quite
wanna know.
stable.
I like.
That's
I
got
like
some
the
texture.
Okay. Tastes like chocolate.
Very, very sneaky. I think we've been using cauliflower for the wrong thing this whole time.
That tastes like chocolate.
It tastes like a really good chocolate mousse. It's
Yeah.
it's desserty. It's got a really good
You're telling me
structure
this is
to it.
healthy?
They might have cheated and just made chocolate dessert here and just called it cauliflower thing.
They bought it from the store.
This
Okay.
is okay. All right. What are we gonna do? Okay, you ready?
Okay, I think I'm ready. 3, 2, 1.
Go for it. What did you say?
That's a success.
Is it a- yeah, I'm glad you backed me up. I
That
mean,
is tasty.
albeit the other things we have tasted today have been quite interesting. So I think we might have given this
But the bar
more
wasn't high.
of a shot than it deserves. But I mean, come on, for the humble cauliflower to turn into a dessert, that's okay.
You know what? Between the avocado and the cauliflower, I'm not mad at putting it in a mousse.
It's got to be healthier, right?
Oh
And
my
It's got to
gosh.
be healthy. If you're making
5
this
a
out
day.
of dark chocolates and just cauliflower, I mean, come on. Okay, it is bringing on another existential crisis now because things are just too weird today. Scan the QR code, taste it for yourself. If yours looks better than ours, prove it. We want to see the pictures, and we'll see you after the break for another performance.
I didn't even go in
That's
for
actually
another
not bad
bite,
at all. Hey, la
can't double
chocolate
dip.
mousse.
There's only one way to end off the show, and it is with our queen, JJ. Everybody give
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. We're going to squeeze in a little party right now, so we don't even know if we're going to see you again. We might just be dancing in the background, but thank you so much. It's been an amazing, amazing morning. We busted some myths.
We did. Our Health Tuesday has never looked finer. If you try anything, that cauliflower fudge definitely needs to make it to the list, and it will be just as sweet as JJ's performance, and we can't wait to close the show with it.
There's only one way to end off the show, and it is with our queen, JJ. Everybody give it up for Mordecai in the mix. It's called Mngani Wam.
Angithi ngiyakuthanda bakunamathuba igama lakho ngiyomemeza ubungane bami bulula sisi yakho ngeke ngephula nganawe lempilo la ifuna sibonisane ungasaba masingabonisa singaqoqa manje angithi ngiyakuthanda bakunamathuba igama lakho ngiyomemeza ubungane bami bulula sisi hayi ngoba sibadala ubona into engekho yosashiya dala naba bebuza senza njani thina siya-akhana ubungane bethu buhealthy siyabuildana siyamotivatana ngoba sibadala ubona into engekho yosashiya dala naba bebuza senza njani thina siya-akhana ubungane bethu buhealthy siyabuildana siyamotivatana ayilanda shiyelani asikhulumani kabi no ayilanda nataskali awusithandana kabi ayilanda shikelani asikhulumani kabi no ayilanda nataskali motivatana ngoba sibadala umona into engekho yosashiya dala naba bebuza senza njani thina siya-akhana ubungane bethu buhealthy siyabuildana siyamotivatana ngiyamthanda 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 lempilo la ifuna sibonisane ungasabi masingabonisana singaqoqa mali angithi ngiyakuthanda makunamathuba igama lakho ngiyomemeza ubungane bami bulula sisi yakho ngeke ngayiphula mngani wami lempilo la ifuna sibonisane ungasabi masingabonisana singaqoqa mali angithi ngiyakuthanda makunamathuba igama lakho ngiyomemeza ubungane bami bulula sisi yakho ngeke ngayiphula ubungane bethu buhealthy siyabuildana
Another feel-good production.